Bachelor Party. Let's do it.
What the hell?
We got some surprise guests coming today.
That's
Norman.
why Gillis was on there.
Gillis fucked me.
Yeah, I was so confused.
Sit down. Let's talk it out. Come here.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on, baby.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. With the hats, the money, the dildo.
So yeah. We get on the mic. Get on and put this on.
Holy hell.
So to give a little background, I was mad I couldn't be at Norman's bachelor party at a wedding in LA. So I want to do a special podcast bachelor party. And
geez.
Shane Gillis blows the fucking surprise today. I think we covered it up enough.
Yeah.
But I wake up to Gillis texting me and Norman. I had told Gillis it was a surprise. He forgot. and then he's texting me, dude, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's all right. So hopefully he still shows up. But should we start this off?
Wow. I'm blown away.
Get our first guest out here.
Oh my God. If you pull my parents out of here, I'm going to shit myself.
Mr. and Mrs. Norman.
Jeez. This is crazy. Oh, man. I can't believe it. Oh, no. Hey, how are you?
Surprised you again.
Yeah, you really did. Hey, what's shaking, Fatty? How the hell are you?
What should he? Yeah, right there.
Here. There's a microphone.
What's going on?
Well, this is touching. You said 2:30, I thought.
2:30?
Matt said come at 2:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to build up more surprises?
But you guys nailed it. You got the Bud Light, the chips, the dildo. This is everything we need.
Dude.
The fake money.
The fake money is gonna. That's paying for dinner later tonight.
What's going on?
How the hell are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
All right.
I was on the phone with Sonos, yelling at them the whole ride up here because the system in the bar never works properly.
You are a human Yelp. Just attacking any product,
I'll
any
never
business.
leave a bad review, but
All right.
if something I bought isn't working right, I will get in your ass about it, man.
Yeah.
This is a combination of the best bachelor party guest, but also a disgruntled PI.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Dude, look at this. I kind of got after it a little bit last night.
Are you hurting?
I'm not hurting, but I was on my way in, and I was like, shit, I didn't eat anything yet today, and I didn't drink any water. So I bought 2 waters in this because I was like, I assume we're going to have a few pops here today.
Sure.
But
got chips if you want them.
But they made the problem with the Sonos speaker is it needs to be factory reset because there's something wrong with it. And the mounts we bought for it, which are the mounts they sell, which are permanent mounts, obstruct the button for you to do the reset.
Damn.
Geez.
So I was on the phone with a customer service rep going, I don't understand. Why would you design it this way? And then I had to be like, I know you didn't design it. I'm sorry. But this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you
Yes.
do seem like the type that screams at customer service and then feels really bad about it.
I feel terrible about it right now.
Yeah.
I was really just like, at one point I'm an asshole. At one point in the call I went, she said something back to me that I had already said.
Oh, boy.
And I go, remember when I said? And then I did say, I go, Miss, I'm sorry. You can understand the frustration. This wasn't a cheap thing to do, and it's not working, and it
Yes.
hasn't been working. And she's like, no, I get it.
Yeah, well, the airlines have this, too, where you want to yell at the lady at the desk, but it's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
No.
But man, do you want to yell at her?
That's why I
know.
always say these businesses need to hire a guy that you can just yell at. Like, you fucking cum-guzzling piece of shit. And he's like, I know. Just hire him.
You know those rooms where you just destroy shit?
Yes.
There should be a dude with like pads on and you could just fucking wail on him. That's what I think.
Exactly.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
A stuntman. That's like a side gig for a stuntman.
Right.
Yeah, there should be. Remember that movie Hostel, where the people paid all the
Sure.
money to kill people?
Oh, yeah.
I never saw it, but I remember it.
Eli Roth.
Eli Roth, the great Eli Roth. There should be a
Bear Jew.
Bear Jew.
Bear Jew, and just a regular Jew too.
That's right.
But there should be a fake version of that. There should be a thing where you can go into a room, like you said. There's a guy with a bunch of pads, and you can like hit him with bats and things, and it
Sure.
won't hurt him. But it will give you the experience of mauling a man.
Yes.
You know, and it'll let you get some of that shit out of your
It's just revealing that we all have deep-seated anger. Our idea is just to beat up a human.
Yeah. Well, who had that bit about should be illegal because it'll probably make you fuck less kids?
Should be legal, you mean?
Illegal. Sorry, legal.
Well, what about the kids getting fucked in the thing?
Well, those videos already exist. You just replay old ones.
This is going to get us banned from YouTube. Just saying. Just bleep when this comes out.
It's a bit. It's not a real thing.
No, I know, but I still think YouTube fucking stinks now.
Really?
I didn't know Eddie Ifft was here.
Oh, geez. Eddie Ifft is going to be furious by that comparison.
Or as Patrice called him, Eddie, ugh.
My favorite Kevin Brennan thing ever was I was on his podcast and I go, we were talking about how Prince Henry or whatever his name is, the Meghan Markle guy. Which one married?
Andrew?
Harry.
How they moved to Canada?
I'm a fan.
And I go, why would they move to Canada? And Corinne Fisher was on, and she goes, well, probably because they're pretty lax, like kind of anything goes up there. And Kevin Brennan goes, oh, they even let Eddie Ifft in, right? And I started laughing, and I go, this is the part that's my favorite part. I go, you have a problem with Eddie Ifft? And he goes, no. And I was just like, the disgust from the first statement to the just like indifference of the second. I was like, there's something truly wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like, you just work this way.
Wow.
It was very funny.
That is amazing.
Yeah. That's a good time. Really? Eddie Ifft is being Googled right now. Relentlessly. No one knows who that is.
Oh, boy.
We love you, Eddie.
Should we get our second surprise guest out here? Because this one is a real bachelor party vibe. Hey, I don't know how this is going to go. This could be interesting, but this could be weird.
Man, how many people you got in that back room?
Oh, this is like fucking Maury, dude.
Yeah.
People are coming out.
Bitch, you don't know me. Get a job.
Let's see if this will... And we have... Hopefully everyone comes through. You know how comics are flaky.
Yeah, I can't believe you got this many schedules aligned.
I mean, we'll see.
This is impressive. Thank you. I feel very uncomfortable.
Mark does not like love. We'll see if this works.
This dildo is very intimidating.
It's huge.
Huge.
Is that a real dick you think it's shaped out of?
Probably, yeah. The veins are very realistic. The head is perfect.
This is like, it looks like a mag light.
Yeah, I think it's Antonio Brown's. You see that thing in the pool?
Yeah, he whipped it out.
Quite a noodle.
The meme that was going around is he always knew how to expose a D.
Ah,
it's pretty good.
That's great.
How about Herschel Walker?
What'd he do?
What happened?
Well, he's fucking like his kids. He's running for office, and his kids are like, he beat the shit out of us. He's a horrible dad.
Whoa.
Then he's anti-abortion, and there's a woman who came out saying he sent me a get well card. And $700 for an abortion. The abortion only costs $575. That's $125 profit right there.
Yeah. And is it Hallmark? That's the question.
He did the right thing.
Yeah.
I guess he did.
He could have not said a dime.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying he did the best thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
But he did.
But then he
sort
ran
of a right
with a
thing.
platform anti-abortion, so it is hypocritical.
Yeah, maybe he had a change of heart.
Abortions can really get you out of a bind. That's why I'm a miscarriage fan.
Have you ever done either? I've never.
I paid for 2 abortions.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
One I performed myself. No. But yeah, I've paid for 2.
Charged.
Judged her. 2 abortions.
Are we here? Okay, here we go. Our second guest here is a special guest.
He's saying,
oh,
wait.
she's not here? Couple minutes?
She?
Oh. Well, gotta have one lady at this thing.
Oh, boy.
I got to tell you, I don't know who's showing up either. I'm kind of excited.
I mean, this is
I'm
part
nervous
of the
it's
fun.
the woman of the abortion I paid for.
I got to pretend this is my surprise party.
All right. You're still surprised.
The abortion woman's not coming. The miscarriage woman, on the other hand,
Great.
is showing up unexpectedly.
Have you ever gone to an abortion jam?
Never.
Me neither. I can't believe I've never had a pregnancy scare yet.
Well, I always wear condoms.
Really?
I mean, look, I've had a couple slip-ups in my life, but, for the most part, yeah. I'm an accident. It terrifies me.
You're an accident?
Yeah, I wasn't
Wow,
planned.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, me too. That's hence the adoption. But
Right.
Oh, I love it.
We start off a little strong
Uh-oh.
with the classic.
We'll give it to Norman first. It's his day.
No. What is this?
Oh, okay.
Bachelor boy goblet for him.
What is that
going on
right
here?
there?
That's the money gun.
Oh, shit.
Funny. That's fucking awesome.
This is fucking... This is, by the way, don't thank me. Thank Matt Peters, our producer, for going all out, because, as usual...
I went to a T-Pain was at one of my comedy shows once. Not even as a fan, he just came to see the show because he likes comedy. But
Here's another guest.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
buddy, hello.
Hey.
Oh, my God, look who it is.
Hey.
It's on?
Oh, you got a wireless.
Sean Patton.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's shaking?
What's up, buddy?
What? Hi, Joe.
How are you?
Can we get Sean around as well?
Wait, around to what?
Paper planes?
It's our signature drink.
How you doing? Happy?
Good.
What is? I missed the event.
That's why we told you to come in, man.
The Bachelor Party.
Yeah.
You're
A
here.
hell of a time down there.
I know. I heard about. I'm actually jealous of the.
You want to sit over here?
Yeah, I guess
Get in.
so.
Get in frame.
You all right? You sound sick.
No. I just got COVID. It's fine.
Oh, nice.
It's just COVID. It's fine.
What was your reasoning for not going to the Bachelor? You had some $400 gig you couldn't pass up in
Pretty much.
Island?
Pretty much. I had a, it was.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey,
Cheers.
come
You'll be
on.
on this soon.
Cheers.
Bodega Cat Paper Plane.
Oh yeah.
BodegaCatWhiskey.com, folks.
For the people who don't know, Patton's officiating the wedding.
Yeah.
Fun
yeah.
fact.
Holy
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. I've officiated a couple.
Really?
None of them have stayed together. So,
Oh.
That's why Mark hired you.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
And in my defense, all the ones he did were in blackface.
Yeah.
So it hurt the wedding.
Hey, I do what the couple requests. You know.
It was Trudeau.
That's great, though, that you're doing the wedding.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's fun. I did. I think everyone.
It is what it is.
It is what it
Is
is.
that the enthusiasm you want to hear for your special day?
Because sometimes, like I've done 4, and sometimes
Wow.
you do them, and they're like, just say whatever you want, and you get out there and you say dumb shit, and it's like it doesn't matter. This is their desire,
Yeah.
you know. But then sometimes they're like, oh no, here's a fucking script.
I was at Rachel Feinstein's wedding,
Yeah.
and Tom Papa
crushed it.
officiated.
Yeah.
Dude.
He crushed it.
I mean, I was like, to the point where I was like, if somebody ever asked me to do it again, I think I might pass. Because I would that would be in my head. Like,
not only did Tom
this guy did so good. It was
Yeah.
so good.
not only did he
Tom
crush
Papa.
it, but then Colin Quinn went on after him and zinged him, and they start shitting on each other back and forth, and it's killing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
It was epic.
Yeah, that's that. Wait, was Colin in the wedding?
No.
He just did a little speech.
Yeah, that was just weird. That was weird, right?
Yeah.
Wait, are we gonna do speeches at yours?
No.
Like
If you want to,
no,
you
like
can.
family coming up and being like, I want to read Proverbs.
I actually asked my family, and they were like, "Oh, we're good. We're good."
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's always the worst part of the wedding.
Yeah, I'm probably
some
better
fucking-
off.
when like the bride's dad is like, oh, I have something to share, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get one. I'm proud of you.
Here's another special guest. This is Dirty Lola
Hey!
from Netflix's The Principle of Pleasures.
Wow.
She's going to
Lola.
teach us how to perform cunnilingus properly.
Oh, great.
We all need help.
I need a lot of work.
Good to know. I also brought you a present.
Ah, jeez.
This is I'm
we got you
modeling-
this.
All right.
All right.
It's a little
swapsy.
small. No, but I'm modeling good bro gift giving because these are all tools you'll need for like happy marriage. You know,
Okay.
happy wife,
That's
happy
nice.
life.
Well, can you
Wow.
open in front of us?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
thank you
I'll
so
talk
much.
about each thing. All right.
Wow.
First, we have lube.
Oh, God.
Never
lube.
enough.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me
Not
see.
lube. This is by Wicked. It's Aqua Lube, and
Okay.
it's a good all-purpose lube. Spit is great.
Yeah.
It's not viscous enough. You need lube. It cuts down on friction. Less friction, better sex.
And some
Sure.
lubes
Yeah.
hurt a woman's vagina.
Yes, but this is perfect.
Oh, okay.
Mark doesn't believe in foreplay,
It's
so that'll
vulva
come.
vagina safe.
Yeah, wait, is this? Can you use the lube for cunnilingus? Is it flavored?
So
Ah.
I got you flavored
Don't you love how
lube.
Sean goes right to food?
Why do you think I'm friends with you, you sandwich shop owner fuck?
So this is flavored lube. This company makes it with agave and things that are vulva vagina safe.
Ooh.
It doesn't have like the sugars that can cause yeast infection, so it's great, and it actually tastes good.
Okay.
You know, a lot of these
What flavor
taste
is it?
gross. There's 3 different ones. There's watermelon, tropical passion, and strawberry kisses.
Hey.
So you get that.
Love it.
Now
Pass it
can we
down.
put it on? Can you put it on a sandwich?
Do funny flavors. Read it and do funny flavors. No, it'd be, pepper jack cheese. Do funny flavors. Come on, you'd be good at that.
Pesto labia.
Mesquite.
Yeah.
You're missing the all-important pastrami.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank
great.
you very much. Thank you.
This is sex oil, but it's vulva safe massage oil because a lot of massage oils aren't great for vaginas, like being inside. This you can use, not condom safe. No oil is condom safe. So Just let you know, but perfect for all the things, and you can move.
What does that
into
mean?
the
That no
area.
oils condoms?
Latex condoms and polyisoprene, which are faux latex, they'll break. They get micro tears. That's where you start getting breakages. You can use polyurethane. Most people aren't going to hunt those down.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes you find them at Dwayne Reed. Sometimes you don't.
Right.
So, yeah. It's a lot of people don't know that, and then they give like full body oil massages, and they put things, and then they're like, "How did we have a baby?"
Got it. Got it.
This is for all the condoms you use during your marriage sex, your extracurricular marriage sex.
or not.
All right.
you know?
Thank you.
And
All
then, because humans have not developed the capability to vibrate, and most women need clitoral stimulation.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lovely vibrator from Dame. It's called the Kip. It's small. You can use it in a lot of different positions. It's pretty, and it doesn't look like a vibrator right away. So just in case you leave it out, nobody's going to be like,
Can I bring it on a plane?
yes.
All right.
It's rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about batteries.
So you can charge on the plane
Great.
too.
Oh,
Yeah. You can. They
What's
have the
that
USB
smell?
port.
And it's quiet, so you can use it on the plane.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's how you join the Mile High Club. And then, because all this lube and oil, you have cleanup wipes.
Smart.
So, like, if you're being lazy after sex, you don't want to get out of bed. These are
Okay.
great. Also vulva safe. Perfect. And
All
the
right.
last bit, and we'll talk about this during the class, is a blindfold.
Oh.
Blindfolds actually heighten sensation and sensitivity. So when you blindfold someone, you activate their other senses. So when you're going down on them, it helps.
I remember
they're
that from being
concentrated.
kidnapped. So
Yeah. I was about to say, every pirate everyone who had to walk the plank. Like, oh, this is amazing.
Well, because then you don't know what's coming. It's just the thrill.
Right.
I dare you to put the blindfold on before you go down on her.
I don't know.
And see, see what the reaction
Just see if you really know your fiance. Guess which one's her.
Hold on, honey.
blindfold and AirPods. Just put it in. Oh, sorry. I was listening to Rogan. Let me get back down there.
To my episode.
I feel like that would be a moment where your ears become the steering wheel. So, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Excitement.
Well, thank you so much.
Of
I'm
course.
going to use all this tonight.
You are. Break
I'll
it
shoot
open.
at you.
She's out
You
of
got to
town.
try it out.
Yeah.
Did you say she's out of
I was just some bachelor party humor.
Yeah. Locker room.
Practice on yourself.
So what is so do you teach cunnilingus?
Yeah. I mean, I give tips. We're going to talk about anatomy because that's important. Hygiene.
Oh.
Nobody thinks about hygiene.
No.
Oh, I think no.
No. How many times have you washed your hands before you had?
Oh, you mean me?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I mean, now I wash my hands before I wash my hands from the post-pandemic
Right.
life. So
but
yes.
people keeping that up because, hands, we touch everything.
Yeah.
And then you're like in the heat of the moment, and then you go stick them inside somebody, and you were just on the subway.
Eee.
Gross, right? Yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
can I say I've always been a bigger fan of hands-free cunnilingus. Am I wrong? Okay.
You want
There
to
we go.
do, but also the other part of that is talking to your partner. Like, what do they like?
Yeah.
You can do sign language without when you're.
I really love a game of do you like this? So you do the thing, you give a lick, you give a tug, you give a insert, and you're like, do you like this? And they can say yes or no, more, less when you're learning what.
I bring it up first date before the apps.
It's on your page.
I go, lady, I don't got a lot of time. Just lay out what it is you want.
No, hey, do it in the. I am a self-proclaimed picky slut. I'm like, hey, I like these things. I do that all the time on OkCupid. I'm like,
You're an OkCupid?
are we gonna fuck it?
Isn't that? I didn't even know that was still going.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I get
Please keep doing that and spread the word on that. Because sometimes women don't. There's like this weird thing now where men are. It's not weird. It's just what it is. Like sometimes as a guy, you're afraid to initiate a discussion like that.
Yeah.
Because you want to be appropriate. You want to be respectful.
Yeah.
But like even with girls I've dated where they've been like, why didn't we have sex this morning? And I would be like, because it seemed like you didn't want to.
Right.
And I'm not going to, in this climate, sit here and be like, hey, what's up with the, you know what I mean?
You can like go back. I've had lovely gentlemen slide into my account and just go like, hey, what are you looking for? And I'm like, oh, I'm looking for hanging out, or I'm down to hook up if we vibe. I always do you want to go on a date to see if each other is crazy and somebody's an axe murderer. Because
great.
You don't know me either. You know,
exactly.
And
not gonna lie, when you said slide in my account, I was like, is account a new word for vagina? Oh, it's a new thing. I gotta make a deposit.
I mean, dude, if we're using,
I gotta make a withdrawal from the account. Oh, never mind, I deposited instead.
I gotta go to the sperm bank.
It's my new Jewish book of dirty talk.
And if somebody's like, no, I'm looking to date, like if that's not what you're up to, and I've had people go, oh, okay, I'm good. Some people I'm a divorcee, and I've had dudes go like, I'm looking for the one. I'm like, not this one.
That's great.
Not, you know, but I want to know what you want to do. I've had a gentleman, I say whatever, dudes, mans, gentlemen, say, hey, is it okay if I pick a bar near my house? Because if we vibe, it's like a block away. Are you comfortable? If not, I'll pick another place. And I was like, you're really smart. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. We could do that. And then during the date, he's like, hey, how you feeling? You want to go back to my place? I'm like, it's only a block away. You know, it's talking.
Smart.
It's not going to win. You're not going to win every time.
I always pick. I'm not just saying this. I'm not justifying anything. Like I always pick places near my apartment, but not for that reason, because it's home field advantage. You're like, I want to show this person a good time, and the more comfortable you feel and familiar,
you know where it is.
Yeah,
yeah. But I think if you want to slide into the like going back to your place, so they don't feel like this was a setup.
Right.
Just be like, hey, just full disclosure. Sometimes I'm like, I'm lazy. I pick places near my house too. I'm like, I just don't want to come all the way deep into Manhattan. I live in Coney Island. I'm like, we're going to meet halfway. We're going to meet somewhere else in Brooklyn.
Yeah. That's, wow. I've never met anybody that lives in Coney Island.
Well,
No, Gilbert Gottfried was from there.
He's from there?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't
got
know
the
that.
Cyclones. That's all better, and the good hot dogs.
I feel like you have to be in like the cunnilingus business to live in Coney Island.
Right.
It's like, I'm in cunnilingus.
How's the economy here in Coney Island? It's good. A lot of roller coaster operators and cunnilingus directors. That's where most of our income comes from.
Well, I thought the cyclone was just a giant metaphor for the female orgasm. There's ups, there's downs, there's wood involved.
Do you ever? A guy goes back to your place. Do you have all this stuff in the bedside drawer?
Well, my bed has drawers underneath it. So one drawer, whole drawer is my sex stuff drawer.
Okay.
And then I'm kinky, so I have a vase on my headboard that's just things you can hit me with.
Ooh.
It's
Wow.
a bouquet of pain. I call it. So but I'm a sex educator. I have a painting of a butt plug over my couch. When you walk in my house, there's a nude painting of me
yeah.
over my bed.
Yeah. It's a Van Gogh,
I'm
right?
not hiding who I am. I'm very open about who I am. I'm on TV and do different things. So people are like, why do you tell people? I'm like, it's creepy when people figure it out on their own.
God bless you.
And they're like,
Wait, I want to get back to this bouquet of pain.
Yeah.
What's in there? Do you mind?
no, crops, paddles,
Wow.
Wartenberg wheel.
Wait, what? A what wheel?
It looks like it could be a dental instrument. It's got little spikes on it. You roll it over the skin.
Oh, sure.
Toy.
Sure.
There's just all kinds of things you can hit people with. Sometimes I hit people with it.
That's pretty bad. Bouquet of Pain is also an amazing album title.
Yeah.
The Deftones.
Right.
Bouquet of Pain.
Sounds like something Pinhead would say in Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm for it. I love
Yeah.
if when guys I go back and they already have stuff set up. I'm like, oh, I love an organized man. Like I'm into it. Like if
I
you
prefer
have
the pain to be over a long period in the relationship. I like it to build up.
I like the bouquet to be emotional.
get a little of both.
I like all natural, no props, like a Ray Rice.
Long-term resentment. As well.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember when the Ray Rice incident happened on YouTube. You would look it up to watch it, and I just was curious, and there would be ads before, and I was like, "There's people making money off this shit."
Yeah.
That's insane.
Was Ray Rice the elevator one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That hurt on a lot of levels. All right. I'll see you all in hell.
Any
cunnilingus tips though, like
ups
while
and
you're
downs.
here, because I think we could all learn something. Yeah, what do we do?
hate to see a guy go down like that.
So many things. I bought a chart.
Oh,
Whoa, Matt, can we zoom in on this when we have the
All right.
chart?
Got it.
I have a
Kid,
chart.
still got it.
Oh, we got a candle up here.
So this is what the clitoris looks like on the inside.
what?
Yeah, so the clitoris isn't just a little nub on the outside. It's actually like the TARDIS, bigger on the inside.
It's got lungs.
It's got legs and bulbs. So this is the bit that would be outside. Look. Oh, look.
Whoa.
Learning aids. So that's the part you see, but this is all inside. So this is behind the pubic mound. So it's also a system of veins and nerves, just everything running, and it runs all around along the thighs, up the spine. It's the whole thing.
Oh, boy.
So when you're down there, massaging the thighs is a great thing because you're stimulating the inner clitoris, applying pressure to the pubic mound, or pressing your face in really hard.
Yeah.
Not hard where they're like, oh, that hurts, but applying pressure, you're actually stimulating the inner clitoris. When you put your fingers inside, because you say hands free, the G-spot is just the button to the inner clitoris.
Yeah.
So you are doing an A-B combo when you have your tongue on the outside and your finger on the
like
inside, and
Mortal
you press
Kombat.
double. You get special moves.
Finish her.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Is that why?
It's getting blasted with.
I saw a thing. I saw a thing Nina Hartley did once because she's
Yeah.
like the master of
She's
all
amazing.
sex. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's great. But I saw a thing when she would go down on a girl, and I started to do it, and it worked. Where she would take the sides of the vagina and kind of press them inwards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then the video, the girl went crazy. And then when I tried it, it worked.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
You're
Why
applying
that works.
pressure to that
Is
the
it
inner.
because of that thing behind what we see?
Yeah. It's because
It's amazing.
when women get aroused, it grows, it engorges,
Same.
it gets fat and juicy, and it's ready. So it's the more pressure you apply, or when dudes are always like, why do girls like wands?
Right.
Those big, and it's because it has a big head, and you can apply pressure, and you're pressing it against your body, and it has a lot of surface area. So you're getting a whole, you're not just hitting this, you're getting.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Fat and juicy, kind of like the sandwiches at Joey Rose's, Lower East Side, guys.
Yeah.
Give it a
Come
look.
on down to Joey Rose.
Get the sloppy roast beef. It's very good. Yeah.
Michael
Is it called the beef curtains?
Michael Che legitimately on several occasions now has tried to convince me to do a sandwich called the titty sandwich. That's duck breast, chicken breast, and turkey breast.
Why won't you?
I'm just like Mike. It's a sandwich shop that sometimes families come in.
Just
I can't
put
have a
a
thing
big
called the
bar
titty
over
sandwich. It's just it has no ring to it. It just doesn't. It's just not a good name for
the first
something. I
meal
like the
any of us
meats
have
together.
is a titty.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I thought that story would be better. Garcon, can I have another one of these things?
I'm still thinking about the pressing,
get
of
after
the
it.
pressing of the lips.
The pressing of the lips. I mean,
Do you want a
also,
drink, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're terrible
Get her a
hosts.
paper page.
We also have, everybody's labia is different sizes. Like the labia majora is the outside of the vulva, what you see.
Uh-oh,
Then
he's
you
gonna
have
go
the
jerk
inner
off.
labia.
Sorry.
Some people's labia is, smaller, some is larger, but and some people just like balls. Some people like their labia sucked, played with. This is a conversation again, because not everybody likes their balls played with. Not everybody wants their labia played with.
I want both played with.
You do.
You do,
I thought
okay.
that was a vote for the no, because you're like, not me.
Play with my balls and labia. I'm into all of it.
Thanks, Joe. Just like that of the vagina talk.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. That was awesome.
Like a puppet.
Do it again.
Lamb chops.
Oh my God.
That's
Okay, so what do we do with the clit? Because
Okay.
sometimes I go too hard on it.
Yeah.
You know,
You tell it'll never amount to anything.
you're never gonna make
You're
it.
nothing like your brother.
Yeah.
This is where lube comes in. And also file your nails. Like if you're putting your hands, you don't hang nails or just sharp nails. Or get some black nitrile gloves.
Oh,
They're not just for serial killers. They're really sexy, and they just keep it where if you're not gonna go get a manicure, you can just put them on. It's like a scuba suit for a scuba diver.
Oh,
you know?
got it.
Smooth entry. It cuts down on any nicks or things because you feel everything. So they feel even when you think your fingers are okay, they're like, oh my god, what was that? It could be really sharp. So using lube, because that's going to cut down on the friction, and the more you use it, it helps you pass over it in an easier way.
Okay.
And you can slowly apply pressure. Same thing with your tongue, like, right? You want to start out with lighter licks and then apply pressure. And you can do it with just like sticking your tongue out like really hard, but also using the flat of your tongue.
Yeah.
Like you're eating ice cream.
Got it. Okay.
Right? Less like you're trying to dig a hole and more like you're like eating ice cream, like broad strokes. And you can get more concentrated when you like tighten your tongue.
Oh, got it.
Just speed.
Yeah.
Speed applies.
I mean, it's going with the motion of the person you're with. So like where are you in it? How are they, like if they're like more, then you can add more speed, you can add more pressure.
Being able to switch direction.
Yeah. Also though, kind of pay attention because sometimes you're doing great and you go, I'm going to do this now. And I'm like, but why?
Oh, yeah. The other thing was...
Right. Yeah. You're like, you get an idea and we're like, nope, you were fine. Right.
Okay. Because a lot of times as a guy, I think, hey, it's going well, I'll double down.
Right.
And that's the opposite.
Right. Because it wasn't needed.
Yes.
Yet. It wasn't, you were doing great. You can check in. I've had somebody give me like, do the finger thing. They go like,
yeah.
While they're going. And I'm like, yeah, you're good. Or up. We talk about that beforehand.
All right.
These are like the sexy conversations. I mean, also as a couple, you can make up your own language. Like when she pulls your hair, what does that mean? If she pulls your ears, what does that mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a picture.
Yes. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, keep them coming there,
Beer Jew is
Jew.
crushing it here.
He's the king of cunnilingus in Staten Island. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, this is really good. What's in this?
This is the Bodega Cat paper plane. So it's the traditional specs of a paper plane, but made with our own We Might Be Drunk Bodega Cat rye. So it's Aperol, Amaro Nonino, lemon juice, and rye whiskey.
I've never heard of a paper plane.
You're gonna bring it back.
Hey, today, we are all on a paper plane.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
I'm going to
everybody.
perform cunnilingus on this thing.
I'm gonna drink this like I eat pussy. Let me dip my nose in it real quick.
We
Hold on.
have some things so you can practice.
Yeah.
Oh, bring it on.
God, I'm so afraid.
Are we
of what's-
practicing? Oh my god.
Pass them, take one, pass them
boy.
Oh
around.
my god.
Wow. That's a big puss.
Yeah, that's a fucking,
Look at that.
Hell yeah,
fucking
that's
vulva.
engorged.
This is what Melania's pussy looks like after Donald
You go
eats
for
it.
You're the birthday boy.
All right. He doesn't like
let me
fruit.
No, it's for you guys. Yeah.
Let me see. So what do we do?
I want you to start like teasing, right? It's
That's
the
so
beginning. Give it, but no, not, don't, you're at the anus. Go to the top.
I mean, that's where he starts.
I always go anus first. Oh,
No,
this
but
way?
don't flip it around.
Oh.
If you were eating pussy, if you were in position, what would you do? You'd bring the pussy to your face. Don't bite it. Don't bite it.
Like you?
Yeah, now lick. But stick your tongue out more than your chin. Yes, okay. Yeah. Light licks. Yeah. Think about like that.
This is actually pretty hot.
Now, what if you were eating soft serve? Like, give it that like
sure.
big.
All right.
It's melting.
I'll be honest. I pictured the scruff of either of your beers hitting my nuts, and it made me tingle a little bit.
Yeah, right.
I got to be honest. I feel like that'd be nice on a lady. Like
Sure.
a little of that scruff.
What about this? I got a whole patch for you, baby.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm gonna eat your pussy after this.
Why do you think I'm here,
And
Joe?
don't be afraid to like really get your face in there, right?
Oh, sure.
Like,
This isn't even being filmed.
She's gonna leave.
This is a long con to get you to eat my fucking pussy finally.
I'm allergic to
Only
cantaloupe.
took 12 years.
really get you don't have to just focus on the clit. You can also go for the vaginal.
Dirty Lola's gonna leave, and we're gonna be horny. We're gonna fuck each other.
Yeah, you got that
You
right.
do have melons. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Ah.
You know.
I have fucked a melon.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you finish inside it?
Yes, and I put it back in the fridge.
Oh no.
No, I'm joking.
That's like a
all of it?
You're like for later. But you also can lick around the vaginal opening. Now this is where doing a tight tongue formation, like a stiff tongue, and going inside.
Yes.
Because that shallow pelvic penetration, we love that shit. Like right at the opening, you hear that.
Oh, really?
That have you not right when you first put your dick inside somebody? There's always that like moment.
Yes.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I get a lot of you in yet.
So like that kind of sensation is really lovely. So if you are going hands free,
Is it weird if I'm the one that makes that sound though?
no, because it feels great. It feels great.
Can
Moaning into it because vibration.
Yeah.
That is a way you can create sensation.
like a yodel.
You could run bits on it.
Not yodel. Like a deep like.
Okay. All right.
This is for the ladies listening.
Yeah, sit on your speaker.
Do the stern thing.
What
Yeah.
produce do women practice on for blowjobs?
Usually either bananas or cucumbers. I'm allergic to bananas, so I usually bring cucumbers.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, I think, but also too, a banana seems too fragile, right?
It
I
has
would
a
think.
harder skin outside.
No, you don't take the
You don't
skin.
take the skin off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What about the curve? How do you feel about a curvy dick?
I mean,
Aren't they all curved?
no. Sometimes they're straight.
We got a real
Sometimes
boomerang
they
here.
curve left. Sometimes they like a hard curve. Like a hook. Sometimes,
Yeah.
but the curves
A Nolan
up.
Ryan?
Mine looks right back at me.
If you hey, that's a magic dick right there.
That's good.
Really?
You're
Oh,
gonna
sweet.
do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit that spot.
Yeah, it looks
wow.
right back at me.
You can also get
Whoa.
into those anterior fornices, aka the A spot. It's the spot between your cervix. There's a gap, like as you're going to the cervix.
I usually
it's like
hit the
the
Banana
wall of your
Republican
vagina.
still.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
so many things.
Okay. How long is long enough? And be honest.
I don't,
Like this here, is that enough?
every penis has a purpose.
Oh,
Like, there's
that's
no
a good foundation.
Yeah, I'm not like some smaller penises are great for anal. I'm like, that's a penis made for anal. Because you're like, I'm not going to mind that being back there. Let's do it. Hey,
Right.
this is great. Or just also everybody's shaped differently, positioning, like moving, putting the hips up can change where you're hitting, how deep. Not everybody wants like deep because the back of your vagina is the cervix. That shit hurts. Some people like it, but nobody wants you to keep punching it. It's all the time, especially if you're not warmed up yet. So like shallower, more mid-range can be great. It's different for everyone. Some people, there are size queens and they know what they like, but I've had a myriad.
Okay.
Like everybody has their gifts. They have the things they know how to do well.
Sure.
It's not the size of the boat. It's how you drive it.
Right. If you understand how to use it,
Yeah.
size becomes moot.
Yes.
I tell myself this every day.
Yeah. It's also like, and when you ask how long for cunnilingus, if you are, and no shade, like sometimes people just don't last a very long time. And that's as a way to elongate, because the more you warm up towards orgasm, sometimes you might get an orgasm during oral. It's great because you probably might get one to roll in after during penetration. But like the more you can have things happening before penetration's like, it's not even the whole sundae. It's like this is a part of the dessert. But like everything else is happening. The making out, the going down, the fingers, the toys, doing things, changing positions, all of that is sex. That's all a part of sex. So it really comes down to like how much they need. Sometimes you'll be like, okay, you're in. Like,
yeah.
I don't want more. I want this. I want dick. I don't know if you've ever been pulled up. It's time to get in the game.
Oh yeah, I love the pull up.
So sometimes
right.
they'll let you know when it's.
Do women are they more likely to come not during sex? Would you say like normally is it fingers or cunnilingus?
It's like definitely penetration alone is kind of a rare thing for most women. Not all. There's some women who come during penetration, and that's really easy for them. But it's just how we're put together. We need clitoral stimulation, and where the G-spot is, or the access hatch to the inner clitoris isn't always placed in a way that through penetration you're gonna get it. So like that's why I love a vibe, because like while you're penetrating, if somebody can also be using a vibrator, you're more likely to get an orgasm during sex. And there's different kinds of orgasms. Like not all of them are like the big fireworks. penetrative orgasms tend to be like these weird rolling. That's where you get like the convulsing, where you're like, oh my god, are you having an exorcism moment?
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes you come, it's like an art house indie film. You're just
Yeah. Where you're like, I felt that. Yes. It's okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
2 stars.
Great. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I got a real Peter Dinklage situation. Like it's smaller, but there's a lot of talent
And a big head.
Ah.
A huge.
They make dildos like that. So.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Also, there's like you said it best. I feel like women have, there's 15 different types of orgasm a woman can have, whereas a guy is basically just like,
Right.
and just,
Yeah.
okay, there's done here. Just
My dick's more of a wee man. It's small, but it'll go anywhere. It'll do anything. It'll take a hit and keep going. Yeah. And Steve-O's seen it.
Also, like, don't be afraid to do things out of people think there's an order. Like, oral doesn't have to be before.
Okay.
It's like
out of order.
Yeah, like
So finger the ass, then put the fingers in her mouth.
Whatever need. Like for me, I like making out. I like penetration. I don't come that way, but then after I like oral and then a toy. Usually I'm like, get things out of the bag. I'm instructing, and I'm like, here's the dildo. Here's the thing I want, and then like my partners know what I need.
Do you like to sit on a face?
I will. Yeah, that's fun. And that's,
Right.
I will say, if you want that, you have to be very encouraging because, especially if it's a bigger girl, they're worried they're going to kill you.
Right.
Especially if some people don't care and they're like, whatever, he smothers.
Sure.
He smothers. But so it's like, I think they make queening chairs for that. It's like a chair with straps and it has a gap in the middle and you would you'd slide in under and
I like
then they
that.
sit on your face.
Sounds like it would be really good for my neck because I have
That
neck
could be,
problems. so-
but it creates a different positioning for giving oral. So if you don't want to be on your belly and you want to be on your back and they're not too comfortable sitting on face like that, they make cheaper ones that you can buy that you can put together that way.
Sometimes I'll bang the lady and then I don't want to bust yet, so I'll pull out and go down on her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like that.
Is it because, well, it was because she wasn't ready.
Yeah, she's like, "Wow, no, that's weird."
Some people have weirdness about because your dick was there. And these are conversations. Like, I have that, how do you feel about kissing me after I've gone down?
Right.
I'm fine.
I'm
Put your
fine
face
with
in my
everything,
face.
but
Those are things that you talk, because then you don't want to have that, no, why would you do that? Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
we don't talk. But
You can talk.
this is all good advice.
We text.
Yeah.
Text it. Text it.
All right, we'll text.
That is some hot ass sexting. Like, hey,
Oh.
I got a couple questions.
So women do get horny.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes,
haven't
we
seen
do.
it.
Some of us more than others. Some of us need a lot more brain activation.
So, like Chinese ladies with the garbage bags full of cans, you think they're horned up?
Somebody.
They must be,
Why
right?
do you think they're in bars selling cigarettes for $8, bro? Trying to get some.
$8? What is this? 1998? You think you can get cigarettes for $8?
No,
That's the hustle though. That's what they do.
They sell
$8.
The Asian ladies will come in,
$10,
they'll
yeah.
have them for like $10 or whatever, because it's like, buy them from me, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's totally
What is
They get
illegal.
them from North Carolina.
In a New York bodega, what do cigarettes go for? Like 20
Probably
bucks?
20
16
now.
now.
25 now? Yeah.
No, they're 16.
probably
They're
In
16 now.
Manhattan, are they
16.
I quit about a year ago. They were around 16.
Yeah, Manhattan. Sometimes they try to get you if it's like
Yeah.
a good brand. It's
Yeah.
like $20.
Yeah.
Well, also,
if you're going like
they'll have-
Dunhills or whatever, they'll, yeah.
Yeah.
Dunhill.
Also, sometimes,
Dunhill.
they not
Oh, my
sometimes.
Gloria Swanson?
Good brand.
Dunhill. Well, also they have porn. Those Chinese ladies.
Oh, really?
They used. I mean, back then they used to have
Yeah, they
DVD porn.
just pull the
Yeah.
DVD stacks out.
Oh, that's
You
fun.
buy cigarettes.
Oh,
I
dude.
always bought them from that lady that would come into
Cabin. Oh yeah, man. She
I used
was,
to love
we,
bootlegs.
we kept her in business for years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
now they're
days.
streaming, so
Simple.
now
Yeah.
it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Simpler fucking times.
Better
Those were the
times.
days.
Do you watch
Shit.
porn with your soon-to-be?
No.
Is she anti?
She gets off. She'll watch Modern Family and hit the vibe.
I mean, hey,
Ed O'Neill.
Oh.
he's a daddy. He could do
Wouldn't
it.
you? Would you fuck Ed O'Neill?
Really? Who's your number one?
I don't know. I'm digging older men. When that picture of Steve Carell with the beard came out, I was like, Okay.
Steve Carell's a good-looking guy, though.
But with the beard, it was like, hey, Zaddy. Like, this
I get it. My favorite, I'm not kidding, my favorite porn is mature women.
I love
like,
MILFs.
A hot chick. Like,
what's mature? Like, what's your age?
Honestly, I get mad when they're like 35. I'm
right.
Like, give me a fucking break. Like, but if a chick, like I love
Nina.
it's like
Nina
a hot,
is
like,
fantastic.
60-year-old.
Oh,
Nina
wow.
Hartley still like does it for me. Like, that's so fucking amazing.
You like the Walker?
The Walker?
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
Well, a Walker depends. Listen, folks.
Wow.
Herschel.
Where's the goddamn rim shot?
The older women is still like they're like doing legs over the head.
Oh, yeah.
Older men are like,
I just
got
found
this one for you. I date a lot of older men, and I'm like, what? Okay,
Yeah.
what window are we into now?
I mean,
Silver Fox.
yes.
as they call it.
Blue Chew is a game changer for these old
Are
guys.
you taking it?
No, I mean, I don't need it now. I'm still in my 30s.
But I have friends who are younger than us who take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have, just to see how, and it works. It's like a 14-year-old
It's actually,
dick.
dude, I did it once. I did a Cialis once. And
I remember.
it was kind of crazy. Like, it felt unnatural, but I get
Yeah,
it. It's just like a.
Cialis
all right,
is nice though because it works when you need it. Like
I guess that was true, but
pill
it felt
is like you're just hard.
Yeah.
Like you're praying it goes away after 4 hours. Cialis is like you can access it when you want to use it.
But I felt it was like once it was up, it was like, please go away now.
Blue Chew, when I did Blue Chew, it didn't have that effect on me. Like, I had sex on it.
I never done a Blue Chew.
Hours after I did it, took it. I took it because I was really tired and this girl wanted to hang out. But it didn't. We had sex once and I was like done. I was like, what?
Just nothing.
I fucking love you, DeRosa.
Yeah, I just love that. Oh, you want to? She wants to get coffee. I should take some Blue Chew. You don't know. You never know. Once she gets caffeinated, the panties come off. Whoa!
We were in Vegas and she was like, let's hang out and party all day tomorrow. And I was like, I was supposed to go home that day.
You changed the flight for it?
Who is
I was living in LA and I was driving, but I was just like, well, my hotel's up, so I don't know. You know, it was one of those things where you're like, kind of like thinking of excuses. She's like, come stay with me. Come on, I'm gonna get a bunch of blow. We're gonna party. And I was like,
That's why.
fuck it. That's why I took a
So
Blue
wait,
Chew.
did you hypothetically do the blow?
No, I did do it.
So then, okay,
I literally
I'm trying
did
to
it.
listen. I don't know.
I probably shouldn't have. Now in hindsight, I'm like, I probably could have died.
You did Blue Chew and Coke?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Your poor heart.
Yeah.
This was years
did your
ago.
dick rip? Do you have a rip in your cock?
No, we went to a. We went to a.
Oh, I didn't realize.
We went to a weed awards
Your
ceremony.
poor fucking heart.
I know.
Your heart is like Ned Beatty in Deliverance.
Yeah, I'm thinking back on how dumb it was. I've done some real dumb shit in my life, but that's up there.
Your sexual escapades are either like highly pornographic and amazing, or like shitty rom-com. I love it so much. You're like something like, I was banging this chick on a private plane, or I spent 3 weeks with this girl and then she left me.
That's true.
It's like, I spent 3 weeks paying for this girl. She flew in from Italy. I told her I loved her. I wrote a song,
Wait, you
and then
do
she
all
was
of this
gone.
with a sandwich shop?
Well,
That's it. Good fucking sandwiches.
No, but I'm a comic. I'm a comic too. I don't just
That's not better.
No. It used to be. We got grandfathered in when you could still make money doing stand-up. Yeah, but
That's a good way to put-
podcasting's a motherfucker too, though. That you can't believe the money you make podcasting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's nuts.
It's wild.
Look at the studio they moved these guys
Yeah,
into.
especially if you know Sal. That helps.
Yeah,
Especially if your podcasting mate's already hyper famous.
it helps. Doesn't hurt.
Don't hurt
There's a
none.
fly on this vagina right here. Look at that.
Hey, you know, some women are into that. It lands right on the clitoris. It starts doing that thing. What do you think they're doing? They're doing this with their hands.
Spot and I cunt. This is a bummer.
No.
Woo!
Do you feel equipped?
Yes.
I actually,
I feel better, actually, yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes.
And I understand why it's slanted in this direction.
Uh-oh.
But I noticed every gift is for her.
It's not.
But there's, you know what I
No,
mean?
he can also get a massage. Flavored lube is great on a dick.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
And I get to fuck the cantaloupe.
But I noticed there wasn't anything like helmet jelly or something like that.
You can use that lube. You can use that lube.
All right, fair enough.
You don't want to mix. Here's the thing. penises actually have skin. They don't really have mucous membranes. So less shit affects you than like the whole, once you get past the outer vulva, like it's all mucous membranes. Our pH gets thrown off if you do the wrong thing, if you drink something, go down, it's wrong lube. So you want to be careful so that you can keep having the sex, but all of these things can work with a penis.
I also think too that, and I swear to God, I'm not saying this for points with the feminine gender, but I do think that when you live in a society that is so slanted and sexist for so long, there does need to be the focus on sexual pleasure needs to be swung the other way because it was not explored to the extent for women that it was for men.
But also, you can use a vibrator on your ball.
Right?
Really?
Yeah. Listen, you could come.
Mark, you can stick that in your ass. That big dildo right there.
That's true. I could.
Anything goes, buddy.
Yeah.
Mark, you could suck that dildo.
Mark, suck
All right.
But the vibrator,
It smells terrible.
you could just use it, run it up and down the shaft of your cock, and you can have an orgasm that way.
With this?
No, with the vibrator.
Oh, okay.
On your balls.
That's a good point.
They make now they're catching on that vibes.
Male
work for
vibrators?
dicks, yeah.
Okay.
But you can use that for the same thing. So everything in this bag is interchangeable.
This is
right.
Dirty Lola. You rule.
Yeah, you're fun.
that was awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you so
That
much for
was
coming in. This
lovely.
is amazing.
I saw it. I predicted it.
The balls.
Spit it out.
The balls saved it. Are you single at the moment?
I'm polyamorous, and I practice solo poly, so I have a partner in California, and I'm just dating here.
Can we plug? Do you have a social we could plug or something?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Dirty Lola, and my website is dirtylola.co.
Check her out,
You're great.
folks.
And I do these classes. So I'm in New York. Are those breast implants? I'm sorry, I got.
Yeah, it's real. Squeeze them if you want. All right, out of all of us, who would you fuck first? No, just kidding.
The hat, then the glasses.
Hey!
But you also have a nice, it's the beard. It's the zaddy.
I am freshly single, so.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You know this.
No! You guys broke up?
Oh, am I fucking saying this on a podcast?
What?
Yeah, it's all good. We're good. It's all good. We're all. It's a good. It's a good thing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's
no,
terrible.
it's not.
No.
The good thing is he takes a giant gulp of a cocktail.
There's no way. There's no way to talk about it without everyone sort of like having the same reaction. But yeah, we like amicably ended things a while back.
Well, we called you here to meet Lola.
What's a while back?
May.
What?
We still hang out. We're still like very cool. We're close, but like
Sean is a guy that always, in our defense, Sean's the guy that always acts like everything's perfect,
Yeah.
nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Scorpio.
He
Man.
hides his feelings.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's everything's good. We're still cool. We're still super cool.
Well, here, buddy.
Yeah. 8.5 years and now single, so I'm like learning the ropes again.
Oh, my God. Well, this is perfect timing.
I
There
do
you
a
go.
dating class if you need help with your dating profile.
Hey, you know what, Sean? Fuck it.
Hey, there you go.
I'm good.
That's the first time you've eaten fruit.
If it wasn't on top of shredded pork, yeah.
Oh, you're great.
Thank you.
Big fan.
Thank you, Lola.
Check out
Thank
Lola.
you so much.
Thank you, Lola.
Thank you.
Nice review,
Good
a
luck.
nice text, a tweet.
Happy wedding.
I'm going to look up your website.
Please do.
Hell yeah.
Please do.
Thank you for the bag.
Of course. Enjoy.
Dirty
All
Lola
right, I'm going to
rules.
send you a video of her jizzing.
Don't tease me.
All right.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
I gotta pee real quick. One more.
I'm sure.
Wow.
I'm sure it's very just like.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I can't believe it's going to be a video of Emilio giving her 7 minutes. Folks, listen.
7 minutes is more than I give her.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, that's insider.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this all secret?
What?
Like who your lady is and stuff?
No.
People know. Is it tough? I'm really asking this. I'm not being a smartass. Is it tough that you both are doing comedy stuff? Like, does that make it tough?
Well, it's good and bad. It's ups and downs. Because the good is like we can talk comedy. We can.
Right.
I don't have to be like, oh, that's comedy. She doesn't know about that. So she gets all the comedy stuff.
That's
so
great.
that's nice.
No.
The bad is, at what point do you step in? Don't step in. Help.
Don't.
Open.
I would.
That's what I said.
I think it's not just because you want anyone, especially you've been doing it, what? You've been doing it a while. She's only been doing it a little bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit. A couple of years.
She's going to be way more... It's going to benefit her immensely to do it on her own.
I agree, but it looks bad when she's like, "How about this?" And I'm like, I don't know about that.
Think about the people we know who've helped significant others that ultimately did not help them.
Good point.
It always
You know what I mean?
goes. It always.
Very good point.
I think keeping it separate is great. You know who's a great example of that is Sarah Silverman and
Kimmel?
No.
Rory Albanese.
Rory.
Oh, right.
You know, like they have their own stuff. And I say this respectfully about but I say this respectfully about Rory. Rory is much more established in the sort of writing side of things.
Yeah.
Sarah is a bona fide celebrity.
Sure.
They both have their own thing, but the point is like they did their own stuff and they got their own stuff, and you don't see them. They don't have a podcast together and all this shit.
Right.
I mean,
So it's
Joe
like-
and
or
Sarah.
whatever it is. Huh?
Joe and Sarah.
Yeah.
List and Tolomash. But I guess they've been doing it probably.
Oh.
They've been
Again.
running. I knew
They're
Sarah
a great
from the
example
New
of
Orleans
it.
days.
Like where
yeah.
it's very, very separated. You know, like it's. I think it's good, and she's cool, dude. I think she gets that.
She's a good egg. Yeah,
like,
I'm
I
a
don't
lucky
think-
guy. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I think she definitely understands.
But yeah, every now and then I think the struggle when you're new is so rough. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to get anything? Am I going the right direction? Blah, blah, blah.
You know the whole fucking idea. The greatest generation was the one that coined the phrase, "I just don't want my kids to have to struggle like I did." But that ruined an entire generation. That ruined the boomers.
Interesting.
Because the struggle is what made them the greatest generation.
Right.
Whatever.
Yes.
So I look at it as like, yeah, it is fucking hard. I'm gonna go Tom Hanks in fucking A League of Their Own. It's supposed to be hard. The hard is what makes it great. But like that's the point. It's like
it was easy.
If you start fucking knocking out the hard, then they just pop to a level.
Agree.
Think about that generation, though. Like even fucking guys like J.D. Salinger were in the war. Like Ted Williams was in the war.
Mel Brooks
like,
was in the war.
athletes, writers,
Elvis.
Jonathan Winters,
Yeah.
U.S. Marine.
I know.
But this
Can
is.
you imagine? Can you imagine the front lines being this?
Oh, dude, we got this, dude.
Are you kidding me?
We can do it.
The level. I mean, you
Look at
need
that guy.
The level. Look at
Maybe Beard you, but us four.
Biggest target in the room.
No.
That's
Dude,
true.
the pent up fucking rage just between DeRosa and I is enough to form a fucking infantry.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, good point.
Dude, we would be on like a predator squad where they'd be like, we sent Sean and Joe to the jungle.
If we're like
we
SEAL
don't
Team
know what
6.
they're doing. down there.
You'd be on customer service with the AR-15 rep. These jam all the time. What the fuck, man?
I feel like if we're SEAL Team 6, you're the sniper.
I'll take
You're
it.
back. You're demolitions. You're running around.
Blowing shit
I'm
up.
probably intel. I'm high. I'm the guy, just opening the eyes on the wall.
Oh, yeah, that is you.
And Joe, you're the breacher. You're the guy who just runs in there loud, fucking aggressively.
Yeah.
Breacher
yeah.
Lawson.
Where'd he go? God damn it. You see me down there.
There's always cigars.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. This is the beautiful, in my opinion, for whatever it's worth, the beautiful medium that you can have with your partner, which is you can say to her, you will always be supported. You will always have a safety net. I am here for you 1,000% and through every emotional step of this insane journey you're going through.
Yes.
I've been through it. And that can be completely separate from, but go out there and earn your own stuff.
Yeah.
100%.
Those are two different
I
things.
agree.
You know?
I agree.
Like, and that's a beautiful thing you can offer somebody.
I think so, but sometimes a lady might see like you're not helping me as a dig, or you don't respect me, or you don't think.
There's also ways you can help that aren't like, let me call this club booker and
Yeah,
get you a
that was
headlining
nice when you
weekend
let her
when you're
sell
not ready.
merch at your show.
Yeah. But there's you can sit down and like have and be like, hey, maybe look, advice is always helpful.
Yeah, I'm a
And
fountain
also
of
like,
advice.
there are definitely ways where you could step in and be like, hey, this is an unfair situation. I'll balance that out.
There's lots of ways to help Mark, as you can see here.
Yeah, there you go.
Lube.
Lube.
No, I think the kind of support that you can give her is so much more valuable than I'm going to bring you on the road with me to open or something.
Right.
Is that
I mean, my ex is a does musical comedy stuff, but like that was the greatest part. Was like we both understood the road.
Very different.
Was where it was like, hey, I'll see you. I won't see you for 2 weeks. No big deal.
Right. It's nice when they get it. Nothing worse than a girlfriend's like, what? You're going out again? It's dinner time. You're like, that's when I go to work.
Yeah.
But we can't go to a movie.
I had dinner at 3.
Yeah.
Dinner is a sign of stability, I think, in a relationship.
For sure.
To a lot of people.
It is, but you're also, you guys.
Goddamn right it is.
All of us, and I've been arguing this a lot lately with comics. We're all at a place in our careers where you don't have to go. You can be there for dinner at this point. You don't have to be out every night doing spots. We all don't have to be running around doing 4 sets on a Tuesday anymore. It's stupid. There's a new crew of people. There's a new class of people. They're coming in.
It's their turn now.
Let them have their turn. We're all going on the road. We're all doing our thing. We all have carte blanche to a certain extent. We all have places that we can drop in on if we want to. We can regulate the amount of sets at this point.
Yes.
It gets to a point where it becomes this obsessive, compulsive fraternity code.
Yeah.
But don't you think it's hard to shut off? I agree with you. I think you're 100% right. But Mark and I have talked about this a lot, is that Mark and I were so used to doing those 5 sets a night that I'm just starting to shut it off.
Yeah.
I found it incredibly easy to shut off. Who the fuck wants to be sitting there doing that? Like,
I did 8 spots on Saturday.
It just sounds miserable.
But it worked. It was one of those situations where just the balance and the timing worked out beautifully.
That's amazing.
But it was one of those, like, I know now, like, oh, this is a lightning in a bottle situation.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't normally do. But I also like.
Was that the cellar jumping around room to room?
It was Brooklyn Comedy Club, New York Comedy Club, stay in cellar, just like pop. Perfect, not having to run. But it was one of those situations where you're like, this is great, but this is also too much.
Yeah.
Like 5 spots is better, I think, but also at the same time,
You're like, did I say this joke?
I know.
It's just nuts. It's sitting. Excuse me. I was out with Paul Attell last night, who owns a stand, and we have the bar together. But we went out and we were talking, and I said, I just was like, hey man, you're not going to see me for a little while at the club, like. And he was like, why? And I go, because it's gotten to a point where it's just becoming about the cash grab. Like I have my new hour, I'm going on the road and I'm doing it. I don't have a ton of new stuff I want to work on because I'm perfecting the hour on the road. I don't want to break the hour up into pieces in New York. And the stuff that I'm doing when I get on your stage or the Cellar stage, whatever, is just stuff to fill 15 minutes. When I need to work again, I'll be back. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of it.
You don't feel like you lose it over like a week of taking off?
No, I think with the amount that we're all talking at all times and performing in our own ways at all times between the podcast and radio and
but that's different than stand-up.
It is, but I think this concept that you're going to somehow lose your mojo, you know what I mean? Because you take 5 or 6 days off from stand-up before you go on your next road gig is so insane. It's as to me that's as absurd as Austin Powers losing his mojo. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's like, guys, we know you know what you're doing.
But I guess here's the thing too, though. Like, I do like that, though. I do like, for me, I'm like, I like my 4 or 5 spots a night, though.
I do too.
If you like it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I just remember a time. I remember a time when I was the guy desperately trying to get the 4 or 5 spots.
Yeah.
And I remember somebody saying to, I won't say who it was because I don't want to blow up anybody's spot, but I remember somebody saying to me, going, yeah, you know why you can't get 4 spots a night? Because these fucking guys have made it part of their income. That is not what this is meant for.
No, I agree with that.
You're supposed to... this is not meant for guys that have been doing it for 20-odd years to take up all the spots every fucking week.
It's not about income for me. For me, the road is the income. For me, the city spots are the... let me just make sure this shit isn't hack. Let me be on a lineup with a lot of
when you're working on stuff.
Let me fine-tune it.
Sure.
But we're always working on it.
I feel like
we're
I'm
always working on stuff, though. That's the thing. It's like, I agree with what Mark just said. We're always fucking trying to hone shit. We're always trying to be like, hey, does this work? It is hard. It gets harder to break up the hour as you've been doing it longer because the bits get longer.
You don't find when you get to the home stretch, like, I'm going to do my new hour for New York for the festival, and then I'll probably shoot it, or I will...
So you're not going to be at Mark's wedding?
No, I'll be. I'm doing it and then flying down the next day. Actually.
Wait, are you coming in early to the city?
My plan is to come Wednesday and stay a couple extra nights.
Hey, make a meal.
Come Tuesday. I can't say why, but
I can't. That's when the show is. But my point is,
I'll try to come Tuesday.
Come Tuesday,
We'll
buddy.
see. I booked Wednesday, but
Tuesday,
maybe
buddy.
I'll change
Come
it
on.
up.
I gotta book it. Actually, I gotta book the flight. Fuck.
You got a hotel?
Stavi Baby
No.
and I, we
gotta
booked
book
our
I think
flight.
Ari's
Yeah.
getting a big house.
be prepared to
helps.
drop fucking $3,000 because airlines know what they're doing when they're like, oh, you're trying to go to New Orleans in November or any time of the year? $5,000.
Flights,
Right.
dude. I just spent $2,200 on a round trip flight to Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh,
Dude, Kentucky will just fucking rape you. with these flights.
Oh,
My Skankfest flight for Vegas was like $800.
$800.
Because I was like, it's Vegas. It'll be like $16 each way.
Yeah.
Who cares? And it was fucking like.
You feel like the city is the deal with the airport, you know?
I had to truncate the stay because the full stay was like $1,300.
what?
That
I was like,
airport
I'm
has
not
fucking
paying
slot
that.
machines. That airport's making money.
Yeah, right.
But I hear you. I hear you about it's not about the. I hear you. I find that this is my opinion. I find that in the home stretch of the hour,
Real quick, I just got to point this out real quick. I was here doing another podcast. They're like, come stop in. I'm like, yeah, I'll go in for a second. I got therapy.
What time?
It was supposed to be at 3, but we pushed it to 4.
Oh, okay. Hey, folks, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Look, Adidas dropped Kanye, so did Balenciaga. BetterHelp should pick up Kanye. He needs it. If life came with a user manual, things would be easy for everyone. But it isn't. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating a career change, a new relationship, or becoming a parent can make you feel uncertain. Therapists are trained to help you learn productive coping skills, which makes therapy the closest thing you'll get to a user manual for you. We all go to therapy. We all go to the same guy.
Love him.
Love him. It's a game changer. You got me in. I'm hooked. I
He
got
knows me too
listed.
well.
I know. It's scary.
We were talking the other day about a toxic woman, and he goes, you're not done with her. I was like, yes, I am. He goes, I know how you are. You love it. I was like, fuck you, Alan.
Man, he's good.
I was like, yeah, he is good.
BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and chat therapy sessions. You can choose to not see anyone on camera if that makes you feel better. Tell them how to do it, Fatty.
As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, available 100% online, plus it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch back to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/drunk. That's betterhelp.com/drunk.
Hey, folks. When you want a smooth high that you know is made right here in the U.S. of A., look no further than Ounce of Hope. Based out of Memphis, Tennessee, Ounce of Hope is your one-stop shop for Delta 8, Delta 9, and CBD edibles, oils, and more. I use this stuff every night, literally, to go to sleep. I love it. It's not too high. You don't want to go into some edible coma where you can't see straight. You don't know when you're going to die, and you're panicking anytime the phone rings. This stuff is just the right amount. It's just perfect. It helps me sleep better. Harnessing the power of aquaponics. Ounce of Hope is the farm-to-table brand for getting high. Aquaponics combines fish and plant farming, so all the nutrients released by the fish make an extremely healthy plant. Oh, you're getting high thanks to fish shit. Visit ounceofhope.com and use DRUNK for 20% off your first order. That's OUNCEOFHOPE.com with promo code DRUNK and start saving on the best Delta 8 and Delta 9 products. Here it is. Get on it.
All right, we got other
therapy.
surprise guests coming in.
Fucking hammered.
Just cancel it.
You're gonna limp. This is gonna be like pro wrestling. You're gonna limp out. We're gonna tag someone in.
Yeah. All right.
No, I love that. I love the beer Jew.
Yeah.
Just keeps
he's
coming
good.
and being like, "Oh, are you low? Get in there." But sorry, Joe.
He's a
Sorry,
beer
Joe.
Jew.
No,
fucking
not at all,
rules.
not
But
at
no, the
all.
hour. No, I hear you saying.
I think
Yeah.
my point is like what I don't know. Maybe we just all operate differently, but I just feel like you get to the point where you're like, this new hour is really strong, and here's where it needs to be, and that's it. And it's like, a part of my brain just starts to turn off where I go, oh, that could be a bit. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the next thing's going to be. Like, I'll jot down a note, but I don't feel like I have to run out this week and do four.
Well, can I tell you why I disagree with this a little bit? I totally hear what you're saying.
There you go.
But I think the city sets are 15 minutes, so it's kind of like, okay, this shit can stand in an hour on the road for the people that are paying to see me. But in the city, they're not paying to see me. They're just paying to see a comedy show. So it's that plus. Can it hold its own in 15 minutes following a guy at the cellar like Daniel Simonson, who's going to annihilate because his shit is great, or Greer Barnes, who's going to annihilate because he's a murderer? Can it hold its own following those dudes?
That's what Ari says.
Agreed.
Yeah, I argue the most about this with Ari. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
We do.
I give a shit.
I personally, my act works.
No, your act does work.
For the my people in an hour. Can it work?
But I think this is why a lot of comics lose their fastball is because they're talking like you're talking.
No, I disagree. You lose your fastball because in the downtime when you're building, I already did that when I was building the hour. I got to keep doing it? That's stupid.
Well, what about new material?
New material will come when I'm ready to put this hour down and start working on a new hour again. That's what I'm saying. It's turning off the switch of I have to keep writing constantly at all times because if I don't, I'm a shark not moving and I'll die.
Yes.
I don't agree with that. I already did what you're saying in building the hour, in doing the 15-minute sets. There becomes this obsessive thing where it's like, if I don't keep doing that, though, if I don't keep running these 15-minute sets of the hour that's already crushing, then I'm somehow not a real comic. I'm somehow going to lose this.
We didn't say that. You're
No.
I
think
that's how some guys are.
I'm saying I'm just saying in general, I think people start to feel like because this is what you do as a comic.
I think people operate differently. Kyle Kinane, who is I think one of the best out there.
Underrated.
I fucking love him. I think he's fucking brilliant. But he's a guy like you. He likes to just do his hour. He likes to get out there.
Sure.
But he's also so just naturally fucking hysterical.
You all are.
Right, but I mean, Kyle is a guy who, I'm not going to say it's confidence. I'm just going to say it's who he is.
But
he
this is what I'm saying. Russ Maneve said to me once. I think we're saying two different things. Russ Maneve said to me once. He goes. I was doing the Late Show or something, and he was kind of giving me a hard time about doing the Late Show. And I go, whatever. And I went up on the Late Show and I came off stage and he goes, how'd it go? And I go, oh, I killed. And he goes, oh yeah, really? The jokes still work?
Ooh.
And it's yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you do what you just said to build the hour. Once it's built, enjoy, you take it out. You get to now just do this show.
Your approach is healthier as a human. I'm just saying, as a comic, I go 2 days without a set and I feel really
that's why I say there's a subconscious thing working that says if I don't keep doing it, I'm somehow letting myself down as a comic.
But we like the outlet. It's nice to have an outlet. I get nutty if I stay at home for a day and a half. I want to get out there. And then after I do a set, I'm I feel better.
That's right.
It's not just about working it out and getting loud. It's I enjoy it.
So you don't think that's an addictive in some way?
I'm sure it is, but it's a healthy addiction.
And you also don't. Well, is it?
Wow.
I don't think it's unhealthy. I think I actually
better than drinking.
Of course.
But sometimes I'm oh fuck, I really want to work on this bit. And I know the only way to do it is to go out and do a fucking.
That's a different story.
That's how it is for me. Yes, I do have those.
Run the hour.
I do have those nights where it's this fucking addictive, and but sometimes I'll do that where I'm I'm gonna do 15 minutes. I already know works. But I love that shit.
I think comedians. I think a lot
all the time.
I think a lot of comedians are obsessive AA attendees after a while, where a guy goes, I got 35 years, I go to 6 meetings a day. It's bro, if you can't navigate it after 35 years without going to 6 meetings a day, you got another crutch in your life. Now, you can say that crutch is healthier than the previous crutch, which is booze, but for Christ's sakes, man, you got other shit you need to work on.
But I feel
that's my opinion.
But that's you. For me, it's I personally just actually love, even when I hate it, I still love it.
Yeah,
even the bad. Last night, I had you were there. I had just a roller coaster at the VU, but it was I walked out of there motherfuckers, but then was still shit. There's 3 things I could do next time.
Yes.
And I truly love that shit, even when it beats me up. I still it's the one place I feel kind of normal.
That's how I feel.
I need it too.
I need it.
For you,
but I don't
think that
disrespect
works.
what you're saying. I'm saying,
and I don't think at all.
I'm saying you and Kinane are that same way.
All washing each other. We
No, but like,
fuck you.
Say what you
Fuck
wanna say.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've had this conversation with.
I know you're not being offensive.
I just prefer. I like getting up. I get off the road and I'm like, fuck. I want to go to the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah,
I
same.
want to do a set. I want to see how these jokes hold up, because sometimes I go on the road and it's the people that are coming to see me and a joke does a little too well, and then I come back and I'm like, it's not that good. I need that. I need that humility. I need that.
I get that. I guess we're saying the same thing in reverse. I'm saying, like, to me, I don't take it on the road for the full hour until the hour on the road doesn't count until it's already been perfected in sections in the city.
That's fair.
So then I'm on the road, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom.
Are you
it's
touring though
assembled.
when you're building?
Yeah, but they're fuck off sets. I don't, not fuck off
You
sets.
could
But
get something new out of that.
I do.
Okay, well then it's worth doing.
I do. But my point is
Jesus.
here's a guy that will 1,000% disagree with.
We got to change the subject.
No, keep it going, guys.
Buddy.
Hey, how are you? Am I supposed to sit over here?
Wait, Dave, you want to sit? You want to sit? Since you sit here and I'll sit there.
No, that's the David Attell seat.
Nothing says you're late than balloons on the floor. What did I miss? A countdown? Was there a countdown?
In some ways.
Hey, Dave.
To you guys, honestly.
Hey, buddy.
Mazel tov.
I love the location, Midtown, right in the finger on the pulse.
Cheers.
How are you?
Good.
You're here, man. We got you a nice coffee. We know you like
Hey, well,
coffee, guys.
thanks.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no better way than to leave it out.
We know you're a nice coffee guy.
Awesome. I was invited, so turn it up a notch. I just walked in.
It's not my show.
So I saw you last night. Did you know about this? Or is
Yeah,
this...
well, Sam and I have been talking behind your back, and I know that's your style, but you and I were talking, and I said, where are you going to go on the honeymoon? And you said, I have no idea.
Yes.
And I came up with a few ideas. Do you mind?
Please. Wow, you
first of all.
prepared.
I don't know if you know this. I know you follow the news.
Yeah.
But Shanghai is open.
Oh,
there you go. No more lockdown. So that's. I didn't. It doesn't seem to hit. That was just a get to know it idea. Ready?
all right.
Okay.
How
Now
far
your
is
lady
that?
is also a comic.
Yes.
There's no better place than, Jamestown, New York, the Comedy Museum.
Thank you.
If your relationship is half as successful as the legendary Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz.
Yeah. We're thinking more Rich Voss and Bonnie.
One of you's going to write a book.
Yeah.
One of you's going to get new teeth.
I'm going to make a movie called Women Aren't Funny.
Well, now I'd just like to promote my dates and leave. I felt like I got my laugh.
Where are you gonna be, Dave?
What's that?
Where are you gonna be coming?
That was
up?
just a joke.
It's a joke.
But
Okay,
I'm going to
but still plugged
D.C.
Okay.
And we all know it's fun down there, and it's a driving gig, which is always fun.
I love a driving gig.
You do.
Now, should we bring David on this powwow we're having, or is this
Yeah,
too
please.
risky?
Yeah.
Sure. As I said, he will 100% disagree with what I'm saying, but
But here's the best part is
First of all, it's great to see Joe.
Great to see you, buddy. You look great.
He takes a lot of days off, which we just discussed.
yeah, I was trying to recount.
If you're here who's watching the store, as we say.
I was saying, and everybody disagrees with me, and I presume you will too, or assume you will too, but I was saying I don't understand after you hit a certain stage in your comedy career, because Mark was talking about like a tough thing in a relationship is if you're not there for dinner because you got to go out and do spots. And I said, but you're at a stage where you can be there for dinner because you don't need to be out doing 5 sets on a Tuesday night anymore. You go on the road, like this obsessive thing that comics do in New York where it's like I have to be out every night, all night, the entire time doing sets. I don't understand it after a while.
But we enjoy it.
Yeah, we all disagreed with Joe for the record.
I get that
I don't want to go to dinner.
Yeah.
I get.
I want to
Okay.
eat chicken wings in the club.
This is a wild idea.
Uh-oh.
Maybe cut back on a thing you want to do
I
for the
see.
sake of the other person. My point is
I'm
there's
getting married.
Yeah. There's, but you know what I mean? Like this like the thing, another thing comics
Mark's
do.
gonna duck
I
out of
have
his
to
wedding
work
and do a
2
set
years
in New
Eve.
Orleans.
Another thing comics do, I have to work New Year's Eve. If you're not a comic, if you don't work New Year's Eve, I'm like,
I disagree with that.
no,
Yeah,
take off on New Year's Eve and go hang out with your loved ones.
And it's never a good show. It's a nightmare.
I just don't.
There've been good. There've been some good. There've been some. I've done a
I
couple.
don't
New Year's Eve
understand
shows.
it.
They're like-
I just.
Yeah.
Well, you're
I don't
also
know.
more. I think maybe.
Go ahead, please.
Don't kill me here, but you're more well-adjusted than most comics, even though you are adopted.
DeRosa?
Yeah. Whoa, bro.
Well, hold on. He gets it out in other ways.
I'm not claiming to be more well-adjusted or anything. I'm saying, like I said, I argued with Ari about this because it's like out of one side of his mouth, it's like the scene and it's great and you got to do it. The other side is it's not what it used to be and it's different. I go, exactly, it's different. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
You can drop in and do your sets. You can go on the road and do your sets. There's a new crew. They're more woke. They're more this. They're more that. We can all go and do these shows and piss and moan that, oh, the whole crowd was Instagram fans of what. Why? It's like
I hear you.
You don't need to do it.
It's still a gig.
But I'm saying you have real friends who are outside of comedy. You own a business. You run a bar.
But isn't
you
the
know?
real
barely
the
holding it
answer
together.
here for Joe to marry your lady? I mean, this seems. I hate to come in as a Ukrainian matchmaker, but Joe is ready to settle down. You still crave the bright lights.
Yeah.
You want to get out there. 12 people in Williamsburg. I'm there.
got
A
a point.
rooftop.
Yeah.
What time? But Joe, all he craves is to look at patterns on fabrics.
Yeah, you
Sitting
should
at
be
home.
married, not me.
Did you say something, honey? I was watching a TV.
What do you, Dave? What do you?
I was
think?
playing one of my 15 video game devices.
What do you?
Yeah,
Ever been to
right?
this guy's apartment?
47.
Yes.
46.
I'd say that.
Honestly, what do you think of that take or whatever?
What you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. You get older, and you're supposed to eventually, disconnect and have a real life. But for
already
it's
done
kind of
that.
difficult to do it. And I know, you made a choice a while ago before actually the pandemic. You're like, what is this all about? And I respect it. But for a guy like him, especially, he's like, it's whatchamacallit. It's like that's his reason to being. And I understand it because,
Right.
you feel like you have to get out there to get better, and that's where it is. And in New York, that's kind of why we all live here, is because we
Right.
have that option. If we lived in I'm just going to throw it out again, this Jamestown, New York. Like, if you lived up there, there probably wouldn't be as many places to go out. But I would say that he should compromise with her. But she's also a comic, so she must understand
She gets it.
So the other side of it, the other side of it, one thing we left out was that Sam and I were going back and forth with, is I said, because Sam said, you want to know that the hour works no matter what. You want to be able to break it up into 15-minute chunks and go up after anybody wherever you're at and make it kill. And I said, but you already did that when you were building the hour. When you get out, like my new hour is almost done, and it's like, okay, so when you get out and you feel like this is pretty much ready, I feel like I don't have to go out and do as many sets in the city because I'm not building an hour anymore. When it's time to build again, I'll do more sets.
It sounds like you don't enjoy stand-up.
I love stand-up. I don't enjoy the organic repetition of it.
AKA bombing.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like when I was talking to Paul last night, and I said I'm going to step back for a little while from the club, and he said, "Why?" I said, "Because my new hour's ready. I don't really want to break it up into chunks anymore." And I said, if I'm coming into your club, I'm just coming in to fill 15 minutes.
All right.
And
This is where I
For me,
wish.
that's when I would work on new
Yeah,
shit.
couldn't you have new ideas
But
that
I
you want
don't-
to play with?
But don't you want to make $20?
I don't
hate
want
to
to.
be-
My
it
point
is a
is
Jewish holiday,
I
but
want to
don't
breathe.
you want to
I
make a
don't
little
want to
coin?
work on new shit right now.
This is
because
where I
worked
wish.
So hard on this.
This is where I wish we could have Will Sylvan step in and co-host this moment with you.
And
But
every
Joe,
time
what
I
do
get up,
queefs
ask me
smell
if I'm
like?
taking a dump or a pee.
Yes.
I think it's just a matter of either whether you want to take a break from writing or not.
Right.
You know.
Well, I think we should focus on the amazing fact that Dave is up before 5.
Well,
Pretty good.
I think that I didn't know this was going to be this kind of life coaching podcast, but you have a real business, so
Right.
you have something. You have like I respect that more than a lot of things where it's like you said you were going to do something, you have the follow through, you did it,
Right.
And I'm hoping
when I
it's
say
a
well,
success. We all are. So,
But-
the whole idea
Thank
of like, is comedy it for everybody for all time? No, it there definitely has to be
No.
more chapters. in
Comedy's
your-
definitely
But
not
what
it for
drives
you.
me, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Well,
What
that'd be a
drives
time
me-
to promote your place. wouldn't it?
Joey
Unless it's
Rose's 174.
There you
Vintage
go.
Street.
Great
But
sandwich.
what drives me nuts is like I'll talk to certain people and they'll go, hey, so I heard you opened a bar. And they start talking like as if like I don't do stand-up anymore. I'm like, no, I still do stand-up. I just do both. I just have to
Tell that to Paul, dude.
Compartmentalize. Right? But people will be like, but I don't understand, like, why? How could you do stand-up if you're not constantly doing stand-up? And I'm like, because I feel like you can do two things.
Sure.
Why is this any different than if you had a TV show or something? You know what I mean? But
I hear you.
But TV people are the same way, where they go from gig to gig to gig, and they never take a month
I think
off.
Mark, Patton, and I are like, we looked at Attell and Colin Quinn when we started here, and we're like, this is how you do it.
I agree. I agree with Colin's approach. Spots before 8:15 only, and then going home.
Yeah.
But Dave and Colin are always at the cellar, and we're just like, we should always be going up.
Absolutely.
But it's what you get out of it. And I feel like a lot of times I'll leave there shaking my head going like that. Well, I didn't get anything new out of that. Right. I didn't do anything particularly what I wanted to do. And it just became this kind of, like you said, like just kind of filling the time, But, I just know him and I know these guys here, and that's like, it's who they are and they have to do it. There's really no choice to it. They have to do it.
There's no choice.
Sure.
So it's really tough to that's what they always say about comedy, you lose friends and all that kind of stuff because you just, it's this world, you give everything to that world.
Dave, none of us are asking Superman not to fly.
Yeah. Well, but Joe,
nobody writes at the clip that you write at, and I mean that as a compliment.
I think these guys are all very strong writers, and they push
that was
it.
not a knock at these guys. They're great. Right? I'm saying like you write at a clip where I'm like, it's truly incredible. Like,
right?
Because you always had that. I don't know if you still do this, but you always used to have that little book.
Yes.
And your dictaphone.
Hey, save this story for when I'm dead. I don't really like talking about myself, but since this is more of a, I guess this is a faux basement, correct? This is that's what you guys set this up as?
16th floor, but yeah, it's supposed to be bar-y.
I get it. So here, this is your hangout. This is your secret garden. Yeah. This is where you guys get to say the things.
They got to get out of here and do a set in a few minutes. There's a 6 p.m. at
But you like hanging, you like hanging at a comedy club, right? So there you go. So you're already in the lifestyle.
I don't as much anymore because I feel like it's such a new crew of people that I don't really know.
But that's just, how do you think I feel? I'm like 100 years older than you. So it's like, but the point of it is it's in you now, and that's where you feel like you can hang and be, it's like if we were all veterans, we'd be at the VFW. You know what I'm saying? Like you would go there, that kind of thing.
And I played there.
And since we're just a bunch of cowards, I guess all we have is this comedy club.
I feel like I hear you. I feel like, and this is the last thing I'll say. I'll shut up. I feel like comics get into the Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men mentality, where it's like, I've done 17 tours and I eat breakfast every day 100 yards from 30 men that want to. And it's like, there's another way to do this.
No, I'm Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'm working to Brain Dead. That's my plan.
That's all. I don't want to be.
I'm Jack Nicholson.
I just don't want to be Robert Duvall.
What's it?
In Apocalypse Now, going, we're gonna surf as the bombs go off. I can't get out. I'm not Christopher Walken in A Deer Hunter. There's characters in a million war movies you can name.
As good as it gets. That's what I'm saying. We're living with OCD.
And I feel more like Helen Hunt.
Wet T-shirt.
I've got a boy I need to care for.
That boy's your inside.
I let gay guys live in my spare room. Get in there.
These queens are in my spare room.
But when I say well-adjusted, I mean you have a business, you have friends who aren't in comedy, you're normal more.
It's not, but so first of all, I'm not claiming to be more adjusted. And second of all, I feel like normal in the comedy world is a bad term. Let's move on.
Hold on, we gotta hear the sound of
Dave
T9
is
texting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dave,
He's T9ing.
Yeah, he's trying to get his response
I was just putting in my avowals. How about that?
There you go.
Dude, is that on purpose? The flip phone, Dave?
On purpose?
I mean, do you not have an iPhone?
I have multiple phones and phone lines and
They're
things
called
like
burners.
that. And I don't want to brag or anything. I have an account at Best Buy. The mic in here. Can people hear me? Because I'm not getting the laughs I think I deserve.
That's why they're laughing out there.
I have to ask you this. Why did you guys pick this location? That's what I want to know.
The producer came to us and said, "Well, he'll design it," and we said, "Sure."
And because it
moved from last time.
It did because you were very close to the fabric in part of New York, where you can buy buttons and yarns and whatnot.
True.
I thought this has a crafting element to it.
Well,
Are you
this
guys
is the-
crafting while you're here?
This is the new thread business, I think. Podcasting.
You think so?
Yeah.
They're shooting the sequel to Uncut Gems a block away.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, you enjoy a podcast, correct? I think you're really good on them.
I enjoy stand-up, too.
No,
there you go.
That's not what I've heard.
No one thinks that. You hate it. You
Son
hate
of a bitch, you
stand-up.
bastard. I love podcasting. Well,
there you
actually,
go.
I don't really. It's just...
What
Do you
do
think-
you like?
Do you think before podcast, like what did you do before podcasting? Would you gather with a group of friends, maybe at a diner, and talk to them about the events of the day, or
we would all sit around and go, we should be recording.
like if you had
so
to choose between
We're just in a
stand-up
diner.
and podcasting?
This is the show.
Which would you put?
This is it.
If you had to choose between stand-up and podcasting, which would you choose?
Ooh.
Good question.
I'm,
Crossfire.
I'm pretending you have a crowd here. It's
I
tough,
would
isn't it?
choose stand-up still.
Whoa, but there's no money in it.
I didn't think you were going to go that way.
I would choose, as far as take the money off the table, as far
Okay.
So you give up
The
hundreds
bigger
of
thing
dollars
I
a
would
year.
This one a week
prefer.
ago.
You would give up hundreds of dollars a year as a stand-up to just a podcast. That's pretty brave, buddy.
What about all the comparing peanut butter to honey? How are we going to live without that?
That's not my problem. I don't listen to this shit.
All right.
I just talk on it. But I as far as what the thing in and of itself is, nothing would ever beat stand-up because it's immediate,
Yeah.
you know. But as far as convenience and money go, podcasting is far
Sure.
easier and, right?
Yeah, which is why so many comics went that route. Because you can do it from home. It's good money.
Isn't it fucking funny that it's still named after something that no longer exists?
iPod.
iPods.
Oh, yeah.
I never even put that
Podcast,
together.
yeah. It was birthed at a time we had to download a thing onto a thing that wasn't your phone.
Yeah. Remember
And
the
listen
circle?
podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And then the circle?
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the clitoris expert? We were talking about
That's
the
right.
practice we
Get
got
the lube.
rubbing the circles.
Yeah, and using one with a glove. That's like a condom.
Now, what
that?
about TikTok, Joe? Do you think you might put a toe into this world of TikTok? The frigid waters of TikTok? Would you put a foot in on
Do you
that?
have a TikTok account where you post your
I really
clips?
don't know what it is. I thought it was a character.
Dave is not.
TikTok, get in here. I thought it was somebody's butler or something.
Dave is not running his social media at all. We were in a car once, remember, and I asked him, like, Dave, how the hell did you post a picture of us while you're driving? He goes, oh, that's not me.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't get how you guys do this consistently. I really do feel like, and this is a successful, like everybody talks about your podcast, so I'm glad to be on it. But like how like people, I know a lot of people who've been doing them for years now with not many followers now, and they just enjoy, I guess, the experience of talking. But like I have trouble doing it. Like for me, it's just not my thing.
I look at it as it's like, to me, it's like a radio gig. Like
Morning radio is kind of like what I know more than this.
It's enjoyable, but it's certainly a commitment. And but if you can make it make sense in your life and it's fruitful, I think it's a fun thing to do.
And it
That's what
sells
I miss
tickets.
about the morning radio is like we're having a little bit of conversation, and then hey, we got to talk about the weather, or hey, there's a pile up on a highway.
Yeah.
We got to get on top of that. There's no immediacy to this.
If you want,
Right.
every 7 minutes, one of you should say the weather and time.
Yeah, mattress in lanes.
And a lovable character comes in and talks about some bake sale.
You know
for a
what's
good
fucking
cause.
great?
Yes,
You know what I miss? I don't miss, but about morning radio, you ever have the time where the guy's like, the producer's like, hey, listen, they love it when you get in there and just take over.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, so I get to go in there and do their fucking job for 45 minutes?
Do you ever do one where they go? Do you ever do one where they go?
Yeah.
They go, hey man, she loves it when you shit on her. Go in there and give her shit.
that never
and then you
works.
go in, and you'll be like, nice hat, stupid, or whatever. And then you leave, and you're like,
Sam, give it a chance. Come on.
really mean
Good
to
story.
me. She was really mean to me. She seemed to not like me at all. And you're
Yes.
like, what advice was that?
That never works. I got hired to host some Halloween show for AOL. It was like my big gig. I was like an open micer at the time, paid $5,000, the most money I'd ever seen in my life. And they said, be edgy. We saw you at the Comedy Cellar. We like your edgy spin. I was like, all right, whatever. So I'm judging a costume contest, and I'm trying to be edgy. That's what they wanted. It's a big production, cameras, lights, big audience. And I go, all right, here comes Catwoman. Catwoman, a hot lady with the whip and the whole leather, And then she leaves, and I go, give it up for the African Queen. And the African Queen is walking on, and Catwoman's walking off, and I go, watch that whip around the African. The fucking cameras wilted, the lights went out. I got fired immediately. But they always say go edgy, and they never mean it.
No.
That's my point.
Early pandemic, a dude from New Orleans reached out to me and was like, hey, we're doing this day-long marathon to raise money for healthcare workers in New Orleans. We got Normand and we got Theo, 2 other comics from Louisiana.
Yep.
It's going to be the 3 of you guys.
Which Theo?
Theo Vaughn.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if you meant from the Cosby Show.
Yeah, yes. And it was like, you got 3 of you guys, you got to share the hosting duties. It's going to be great. And I log on to the Zoom thing. They're like, all right, so Mark and Theo dropped out. It's just you. And it was a full fucking day of just me being like, why? I agreed. And all day.
How was that?
Terrible.
Oh,
They give you their money?
There was no money. It was a fundraiser.
Oh, wow.
And it was early pandemic, so I was like, I got to do this, right?
Right.
But yeah, that's.
I want to tell. Can I tell real quick one of my favorite
please.
Attell
Oh,
stories?
you'll love this.
This was years ago.
This is like at my mom's rehab where they have balloons in the fall. Kick them around a little bit. Get moving out there. Go ahead.
This was years ago. Dave and I used to live in Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
And we used to go out and have a few drinks
I remember
together.
that apartment. That was Burr's apartment,
It was a
right?
great apartment, yeah. We used to go out and have a few drinks together. And I remember one night you said, you go, Joe, let's go over to the Hustler Club on the West Side Highway and have a few drinks. And we went in.
That's not cheap.
It was not, actually. We went in right before close, right before last call. We got last call.
Is he like Norm, or they're like, Dave?
It was empty. There was nobody there.
Okay.
We got 2 Budweisers and 2 shots of whiskey. It was $58.
Hey!
Yes.
Right?
In what year?
Probably 10 years ago. A stripper came up to us and Dave goes, so where's like the party after this? What's the after party? And she goes, oh my God, there's a great place we should go to. Horatio Sands hangs out there a lot. And Dave goes, oh really? Horatio! Like that. And she just walked away from us.
The New York strip scene is not what it used to be. It's more than 10 years ago, by the way. And, Joe,
That's great.
this is why we need you now more than ever. Your archive of half-drunk stories.
Here.
Half drunk.
I remember when you were on tour. This was.
I don't like this kind of talk. All right?
I had a good
Just
story.
change it to another comic.
Yeah.
Well, it was the Lewis Black,
Oh, and Mitch Hedberg.
you.
And Bill Cosby.
And y'all came to New Orleans. I remember during your set, this was like, it was at the Orpheum. During your set, you had a bottle of Jägermeister, and you would do shots every few bits, and you kept looking off stage and going, are you coming out or not? And then you just talk back to the audience, do some more bits, and you go, are you fucking coming out or not? And then finally, the person came out, and it was Doug Stanhope.
Yes.
And Stanhope comes out, and everybody's like, oh, cool, fucking Stanhope. And then y'all do a shot together, and someone goes, give Doug the mic. And you were like, yep. And you gave him the mic, and Doug's just like, hey, man, I'm just here as a fan. These are 3 of the best comics in the country right now. It's awesome. I'm with you guys. I'm looking forward to being here. And he handed the mic back to you, and you go,
Could have been you, Joe.
what the? Hand it back, you go, what the fuck was that? That's what you're going to do in a theater? Get the fuck off stage. It was so fucking funny. And then
we woke up on the levee.
and
I go, it feels
rigged
a little
the
wet
explosives.
today.
Stanhope is a dream guest on this podcast.
Oh, Stanhope's hilarious.
We love
Here's
Doug
a great.
Oh, he's been here?
No, he's
We've
dying to
been
get him.
trying to get him.
Oh, man, that would be
Oh,
great.
Stanhope's awesome. Yeah, I love that guy.
You know, he'll work any town except New York is really the one that like it's really tough to get him into. You know,
Really?
Because I
but
used to
that one
ask him all the
specialty
time.
shot here was great.
I asked him so many times. I go, "Can you come to the cell?" He doesn't like to go. And
Why
like,
not?
you know, he's a guy who, you know, you talk about a guy who's able to take off from stand-up.
Oh, yeah.
He was really, I guess you could say, the pace car of it, where he was really good about like. You know, I'm in where he lives in Arizona, you know, his little town, and he does other stuff. He's got all stuff going there, and then he'll go out on the road like really like road dog, like bar shows in a van, you know, for weeks, and then he'll come back and he'll write a book or something like that. And
He was
I
one of the
can't tell you how
guys
many
that I
times
looked
he's
to-
called me a little late and going like, "How much would it cost me to get you to play my backyard?"
Right.
Now that's a weird ask.
He's
and I'm
a guy
like,
that I
what?
was
He goes,
looked
I
up
just
to
feel like
with that,
watching some stand-up.
Yeah.
I want to see it in my backyard. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Doug.
But yeah, Doug is a guy who definitely can balance the two.
Gonna sell out a salmon drying plant in Bergen, Norway.
Remember him in that
awesome.
Montreal?
A salmon drying plant
in Montreal.
My first Montreal
dude,
ever
that
went
was
to,
the greatest shit
Doug
ever. Yeah.
stand-up wasn't allowed at the festival.
Yes.
There was some friction.
You were there.
Were you there?
Hold on, I got a
He was
story
an
about that.
outlier. He was an outlier.
Tell yours first.
It's not a great story, but he got into a screaming match with the booker of the festival in the lobby of the hotel. It got pretty ugly, and he said, "Fuck it, I'm doing." I guess he called it the No Fest, or
No, it's called Spite. It was called
Just for Spite. No, it's called Just for Spite. Just for Spite.
I was in the next year when he did Just for Spite.
Yeah.
The following year, right?
Uh-huh.
You saw the birth of the idea.
in a car wash.
Okay.
He held it. It was
I was there when he
car
did
wash.
Just for Spite. I was doing
there,
the Nasty Show with Patrice.
Yeah.
And Otto and George, God rest both their souls. And I was backstage, and Doug was hanging out in the downstairs of that theater, and I couldn't see what they were saying. I just saw that him and Bruce Hill were talking to each other.
Yeah.
It was getting more elevated.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Bruce Hill just goes, "You know what? You don't get to wear this," and ripped the laminate off of his neck and goes, "Get out of here," and literally shuffled Doug to the door and shoved him outside.
Wow.
He delaminated.
Yeah. I actually remember in 2000.
Give me your laminate.
Wait.
Your
I remember
Just
that
for
night.
Laughs hat. Dude, put it on the table.
I know, he's wearing the
You're
foam-
out.
He had the foam finger on. It was embarrassing. First ripped
Put
it
your
off.
poutine.
Put the snakes back in the peanut brittle.
One
You're out.
poutine foam finger.
So he did a
Put your mime if I do t-shirt on the
He
on
did.
the floor.
mime-
And get the fuck out of here.
Chattering teeth.
In 2010,
He should have went to
rented
town
out-
over to do his festival. Welcome, Manitoba. There's a new sheriff in town.
He did. He rented out the car wash across the street,
Yes.
and he said, "I'm getting 10 kegs." And I
Yes.
remember word spread all that day, and I remember you fucking guys, former manager. I'm not going to say his name, but his name's and. Being like,
that
are
guy.
you thinking about going? I'm like, I'm definitely going. He's like, oh, you're just going to burn your career to the ground right
Yeah,
now? And I was
I
like,
remember that.
fuck you. And I went, and everyone was there already.
Everybody was there.
Including him eventually. And it was like, yeah, no one fucking cares.
It just shows there are enough people
And
do it.
like even Bruce, I love Bruce Hill. Even Bruce didn't care. He was like,
He was
I'm
there.
Gonna, he goes, I'm going to let you hang out here until you say something so crazy that I need to shove you out the door.
Doug is such
But
a
like,
legend.
And
Doug
Doug
is
since
like,
done JFL.
Doug's awesome.
Yeah.
Doug is such a legend, and like, I mean, we got to get him on here, man.
Oh,
He's like
I'd love
a
to get
bucket
him
list
on.
guest. I mean, we love Doug. And,
He's a great guy.
Great
He's
guy,
my
man.
he's what I consider a real comic. So
Yeah,
he always was the guy I would call and go like, "Do you think this is hack? What do you think of this?" And he would like we'd go back and forth with it. But yeah, he definitely is. There's nobody like him. So
Best episode
he's
of
great.
Best episode of Louis. It's
Doug.
his episode.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great one.
I was going to say
That's-
the best episode of The Green Room was you and Stanhope together, Dave.
Oh, that was a long time
was a
ago.
great
Was
one.
that you
brings
guys
me
and Richard
back.
Belzer?
Belzer.
Belzer.
This isn't live, right?
No.
Okay.
What is this,
So
serious?
If this is something you don't
Yeah,
want
this
to
is
air,
Regis and Kelly.
Yeah.
just
Then
cut
don't
this
say
if
it.
this is crossing a
Then
line.
don't
But
say
when Hurricane, whatever the fuck was hitting New York, I forget which
Sandy.
one. It was.
Sandy.
Sandy. We were at the Comedy Store the night before it was going to hit, and Dave goes, "Hey, did you hear about the hurricane tomorrow?" And I go, "No, what?" And he goes, "They're going to shoot a couple episodes of The Green Room down here to dry things out."
That was a great one because performing to that was one where they lost power and you could hear the generator. Like I love that. That made it feel like like this is real like gritty stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're
I
really.
remember that.
I remember the generator.
I love Preventa,
I
by
did
the
a
way.
set.
I'm not.
Me too.
I love Paul.
It's all right.
Great
Yeah,
Paul.
Okay. Good joke.
Make a couple phone calls.
Listen, if anybody knows jokes, it's that guy.
Yes.
We remember those shows with the generator.
Well, I think on limb.
Everything in the city was blackout. Ben's Pizzeria was charging $60 for a pie.
Wow.
It was so fucked
Gouging.
up. They were gouging.
Yeah, I remember. I
As
saw,
Uber calls it
was in
business.
Denver.
Yeah, I saw Stanhope at Caroline's.
Yeah.
It was great. And then you showed up, and he goes, "Dave, is that you?" And you go, "I heard a white voice come out of Caroline's. I had to see who it was." The fucking place.
How dare you do that in front of your Lincoln Tall bartender?
Sorry, he freed the slaves.
At the at the Mitch Hedberg Memorial.
He died?
He did.
That's been a long time now.
You had the line of the night, though. You
I did.
Yeah,
go on.
I know you hate this, but let us just adore you.
Somebody put some cellophane on that cantaloupe.
I know, right? It's going bad.
He goes, a lot of people ask me why I never told Mitch to stop doing drugs, but let's be honest. That would be like a stripper telling a hooker to wear less makeup.
Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch. How was he? Wow.
He's a guy who would have crushed it on Twitter because his jokes are so like amazingly
concise.
Small. But I don't know if he would enjoy the podcasting because he was definitely another guy, very introvert, very reflect. Even regardless with substance, he was always like, it was always hard to get like a convo going with him, and the one thing that I did love about Mitch was that for a long time in comedy, people carried around a notebook before the iPad and everything like that.
Sure.
But he actually wrote stuff in it, and it was good stuff instead of other people I got my comedy notebook. I want to see, I got my emojis on the stickers and all that. But I remember him opening one time, and it was I was like, whoa, look at this! It's like a Da Vinci Code stuff. There's like a perpetual motion machine design. Like little definitely things. So it was he really always wrote. He was definitely a writer comic. He would write and then he would perform it out there, and he would sometimes he would go on stage when he was I guess bored or just felt hey, I just want to see, I'm going to read some stuff out of nobody, and that became like a style to some degree. People.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's the guy that I think you can all agree you can hear the Hedberg in a lot of people.
Completely.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that sounds like Hedberg. That's
nowadays
a Hedberg
notebooks
joke.
would just say, ask if they're queefing. Ask.
He was a big influence, I think, right on Dimitri Martin. And Dimitri is one of those guys.
Great joke writer.
He would show up with a ledger at shows, and I remember saying to him one time, I go, Dimitri, what is all this? And he opened it and showed me, and he was like, and he had these symbols next to these jokes.
Symbols.
He was like, this symbol means it worked perfectly. This symbol means it needs a little bit of work. This symbol means it doesn't work at all. And I was like, wow, that's really a committed.
Yikes.
Like a Squid Game, correct? Triangle versus square. You mean the Squid Game? Is that still irrelevant? So back to this AOL gig.
Yes.
Do you have a contact?
When you did that gig with Hedberg and Lewis Black, I mean, was that one of the most fun times you've had, do you think?
I think that was a stressful tour all the way through because Mitch was really deep in his, and this is already, I've said it before, but he's very deep, and we were all really worried about him. He had the leg thing, he was, but I think he was added on the last guy of the tour, so, Lewis is, he's a road monster. I mean, this guy, has been on the road consistently for decades now, almost like before you guys were born. He was out there, he's never stopped. And Hedberg was also he's a power headliner, and I was a headliner. So it was the whole thing of who closed, we wanted Hedberg to close in Minneapolis. That was his hometown, but for some reason that didn't happen, or there was a lot of those little things that I think got to Mitch. But the whole point of it was just that he wasn't at the top of his game, but he still was great. And I'm glad that, I got a chance to do that with those guys, but I think now, the way people tour now, to use the A-list comics of where they bring a bunch of guys out. You've been on these bigger arena tours and stuff like that. I'm sure that's a way more fun experience now, where they just kind of I felt like even back then it was one of these things where Comedy Central had a hand in it, or somebody had a hand in it, and they were trying to it has to be you do this much time. Whereas now it's more free form, and you get to do it like that. So I think that the comics now have more control over the bigger venue shows than we did back then. It was okay, I'm doing my time, blah, blah, blah. And I think, I don't know. I think that Hedberg would have crushed it in today's world of theater. I think he was definitely feel comfortable in a theater situation, whereas I feel more comfortable in a club. How about you guys? What do you guys think?
Well, what's fun is we both did Fully Loaded, and it's so fun. Bert Kreischer has these giant arena gigs, these ballparks or whatnot, race car, NASCAR track we did, and it's so nice as a guy like me because I get to party and I don't have to sell it. He sells it. So you get to show up and there's 8,000 people.
And what are you doing though? 15?
You do 15, 20.
He's a great guy, Bert. He really
Bert
is, like,
is.
all the way
Bert's a
through.
true
I
man.
was really excited to be on his tour. I did 3 dates with him, and I got my bucket list places: Dayton, Ohio, Rochester, New York,
Jamestown?
Rochester. What's that?
Jamestown? No.
No Jamestown.
That's booked.
That's sacred ground.
Yeah.
That's sacred ground.
Well, he books those because he doesn't want to hurt our markets. So
Oh, really? I thought it was for him, like almost like, these are small outdoor venues, and I'm just kind of getting it going. But I was like, he's class all the way. He's a fun guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's up for anything. I said to him, do you mind if I do this? He's like, he doesn't care at
doesn't
all.
care.
And the fact that he brought I would say that it was a really good sampling. I'm talking about like a buffet of comedy, like different styles,
Yes.
different people. And, his fans, they were really giving. They really were up for it.
They love
and,
comedy.
He's just like, rock and roll comic.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a great heart, and he's good to everybody. So I'm not saying that just because, it's like it's great. It's great that Bert's out there.
Yes.
He's like the
Yes.
Bruce
He's good for you
Springsteen
guys.
comedy.
He's good for
Jimmy
everybody.
Buffett.
He's also a guy that wants you to do what you do. It's not there's
Yeah.
no filter or anything like that out there.
No, he's never put any rules, no crowd work, no this.
No,
no
we have
that.
a lot of love for Bert Kreischer here, man.
Yeah, Bert's awesome.
He's a great
Yeah,
dude.
Bert is definitely. I would say that he's definitely a guy to look up to in terms
Yeah.
of like what you guys want to end up doing. Whereas he first of all, he's an
Dine at
interesting guy.
57.
He's a great
That's what I wanna do.
storyteller.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a great storyteller.
He is
I
incredible.
think that's like a skill that I don't have. Joe, what do you
No.
think?
Well, after that story, Dave.
I constantly prove it over and over.
Yeah.
No, I love Bert, man, for the same reason. Like it's just
He did it himself.
there are guys that are just like balls of energy,
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what he is. Like
How
He gets off like the crowd, like he meets the crowd. It's a party.
Yes,
it's not like
he does.
he's phoning it in.
I've only ever done the weekend we did with him, Ari, O'Neill,
Wise guys.
Wise Guys, Renazizi, us with the storytelling show. But Bert, it was only 4 shows, but like every fucking night where the shirt comes off, which that's a thing like I've heard people disagree with from like you kind of have to see it live.
Yes.
Because you see people like actually like
dude, I remember
cream their fucking pants.
Let's shut this down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right,
No
finally.
way! Finally.
Oh yeah, this
Oh
way.
shit!
Blue Lives Matter.
You say it.
man, we're not gonna.
What's
watch
the
this
problem,
dude strip.
officer?
Come on, dude.
There he is.
I think this.
The West of Honor. That's the guest of
That's it
honor.
right there.
Right here.
I'm already ready.
All the things that. they
Man, hold on.
surprise
Let me
is
move
not-
across the room.
They come as a surprise and everything. It is not.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's ready. Yes.
Wait a minute. I asked for a black woman. What the hell?
Oh no! Oh yes!
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Wow!
How much did you pay for this shit? Jesus Christ.
This guy's gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing a cop has ever
This
done.
is how I think I look.
He's got past at the comedy
Get your
cellar.
rubles ready,
Think
guys.
about taking your shirt off.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Alright,
Look at that
Croatia.
fucking
Wow!
Yeah.
Joe, he's like you, but he made better choices. Look at this guy.
There's no sandwich shop here.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Any
Hey,
focused on
less
building
Jack
the
Chat, more
shoulders.
dance
Hold on.
dance. This reminds me of a time. One time we have time.
Yeah. All
Wow!
right.
That's the way.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
That's the way.
Where are you from?
Middle Earth,
Switzerland.
folks.
Middle Earth.
That's it.
All right. There we go.
Wow!
He's missed his therapy, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I've canceled already.
Meanwhile,
I'll pay the late fee.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Norman and her ladies, Norman's lady and her friends are at the go-kart course.
I don't think
Come
we
on,
can marry
girls.
Now. This is too hot.
This is too much.
I've been
Get
turned.
it shaking.
What's happening,
Wait,
buddy?
the beer Jew. You guys should fight.
Oh, you're
Get in
getting
here.
it, buddy. You're getting it.
Pass the champagne.
That's the shit.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Rub it all
The audition
over ya.
has started.
Oh, I love this coffee table. Thank
Wow.
God for this coffee table.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Wow! Holy
All
shizer!
right.
Wow!
Now we're talking.
This is his version of doing a spot at stand-up New York, where he's like,
You're killing it, buddy.
But whatever,
We
man.
got 5 today.
Yeah, this is his danger field. He's like, it wasn't great, but whatever, dude, it's a gig.
He's working on new material.
Yeah. All right, I've never thought defund the police before, but now I get it. Yeah, looking good.
This is awesome.
All right.
I knew I signed that NDA for a reason.
You're not gonna get this on Rogan. Oh yeah.
It's a one-man party in here.
Yeah.
Here we are,
do we
just
have
a
the rights
couple
to
of
this
kid
song,
book editors enjoying a
Oh,
successful.
we can't play the song. Oh, it doesn't work.
shit.
I tried it.
It doesn't work.
Try it. You're supposed to shoot money.
Try putting it in your mouth.
Oh yeah, let's put some money in there.
Yeah, there you go, sir.
Oh shit!
Is that funny money?
Yeah.
Here's a 5. Really, here's a 5. Make a man out of him.
Wait, is that actually fake?
Yes.
I thought you just had 80 grand stacked.
Wow.
No, wait. I started telling you this earlier. I went to a strip club with T-Pain. He taught me how to do this.
All right.
Watch. He said, what you do is you rapidly, like this. Watch, ready? Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
I like
That's
how
how
you needed T-Pain to teach you that.
It doesn't work with fake money.
Build back better, guys.
That's how you make it rain.
Holy student loan forgiveness. Look at these guys.
Get it?
Woo, all right.
Very real.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
He's the guy getting married. So do you have any advice for him?
Yeah, please.
You're the one who gets married.
Yes.
Yeah,
Should we give him all the secrets of the game?
I think
Yes.
you should.
So you're gonna start working with us.
Uh-oh.
That's the way, you know?
Are you guys hiring?
He's smart. You're equally as ripped.
No, this guy's huge.
Yeah, come
What are you,
on.
6'4"?
Yeah.
Aha. I know my heights.
How many days a week do you work out? Give it to me.
Like 5.
Oh, that's
Fuck,
too
I
many.
could do
See,
that.
don't tell him. He'll tell you to do it less.
Thanks.
I just got a text from a fellow comedian
Yeah.
Come
saying
work with us,
one of
everything gonna work out.
Okay, thank you.
Who
What
do you
about
think's got
him?
better shoulders, DeRosa or this guy right here?
This guy
hurts.
This guy clearly
I don't know how you guys did it, but you took all
know
the
what else
fun out
hurts?
of nail
Lifting the weights.
stripping. This guy's an artist. You took him right down to podcasting.
Oh, here we go.
Were you in the movie Bros? It didn't do very well. Oh!
No way.
Were you really?
Did I see you there?
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Were you really in
I was
it?
at the screening in Provincetown.
They booked me for that. Only, but not.
Where do you think they should go on their honeymoon? Because, you know, they kind of, there's a couple of great ideas, but
I say rascals.
In New Jersey? I think it's closed.
Yeah, what's a good honeymoon destination?
He's from Switzerland.
as a professional home wrecker, have you,
Hawaii.
Really good.
Okay, okay.
no, he doesn't got that kind of money. I mean, like maybe Staten Island.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Gil.
Get another mic. Hell yes.
Wait, here,
Hell
wait.
yes.
Tag out, because I do have to jump.
Yeah, but I gotta go
you
too.
gotta go to therapy.
Hey, come on in, buddy.
Good to see you,
No,
buddy.
no, no.
This
that
is
might be
great.
it.
I got you,
Right
tag
here.
out.
Is that the other stripper?
Oh, look who it is!
Wow.
It's fucking Burt Kreischer,
Awesome.
everybody.
They have to have their
The second stripper looks like shit.
I gotta go too.
Cocktail?
Thanks, buddy.
Get him a cocktail.
Hey, I wish you guys all. What happened?
Attell, we love
Hey,
you.
sit down, man.
He's got to go to therapy.
I thought you canceled.
What was your name, sir?
I'm Rudy.
Rooney?
Rudy, thanks.
Hey, Rooney.
Would you like a drink? Because they have
Mickey?
some real drinks over here.
You want a drink?
I don't drink, but
Oh, smart.
Can you make him give him a B12 shot or something?
Hey, James.
Gillis. What's up, dude?
What's up, buddy?
Now the party has started.
oh, you already.
I got this. I'll use this one.
Do you want a cocktail as well?
Sure.
Can we get Shane a paper plane here?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That was great.
I've never seen anything.
Ooh,
this
in
real.
the cocktail.
Getting wrecked.
This is a
Yeah, it's
mess.
getting ugly.
This is ugly. And I'm not feeling great.
Really? Why is that?
Oh, I'm
We'll wire money to your
road run
account.
down, you know?
What was with the nasty comment when I walked in?
Oh.
Who made a nasty comment?
He was trying. I don't get it.
That was all love, dude.
Uh-oh. Easy, you
Should
two.
I don't get it.
to?
Oh, give it to,
Dude, it's nice that you made time to finally show up.
Thank you again for
It's nice you
coming
made time
by.
to finally show up.
I'm trying, dude.
He's got a lot.
How about a hand for the guy? He just did his thing, huh?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Gillian
Fun
Keith.
stuff. Fun stuff.
Gillian
Yeah,
Keith.
thank you,
so
Rudy.
much, Rooney. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes.
Rooney!
Rudy,
Thank
do you want to?
Thank you, Rudy.
Rudy, you want to?
Rooney!
Rudy.
Thanks, Rudy. Get a test.
I don't know.
Rudy, do you want to plug your dates or none of that? Okay.
He's going to be at Hilarities.
I'll be at a duplex cross town in about an hour and a half, and then I'm heading
This
home.
guy is stunning.
Yeah, very handsome guy.
That
Switzerland.
Rudy was great.